strangers to scandal.
Opie and Anthony on satellite radio.
Show's hosts Anthony Cumia and Greg Opie.
Controversial team.
Common profanity linked to Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy gag. The Opie and Anthony show.
Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
We still love doing radio, by the way. Love it! You heard it here, folks. What I like about our show, it's fun and safe at the same time. We're popular! See, we rule on the radio. We have a good 40 minutes, an average 120, an hour of filler, and an hour of dread. What the fuck is going on? Stereoactum. And you, I don't go to your job at the golden dick that you work with.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be starstruck.
Who gives a shit?
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
Roll call. Who's going to be here today?
Roll call.
We got me. We got Anthony. No Jimmy yet.
Yeah.
Jimmy will be here, though. I think he's going to have a tough time getting a cab today.
Is that what it was?
I think it's one of those days where it's going to be tough to get a cab. Who's out? I haven't seen Danny yet. I haven't seen E-Rock yet. I haven't seen Steve yet. I haven't seen Butcher yet. I haven't seen Derek yet.
Wow.
Sam just arrived. I think it's just Sam and Travis.
How do they get in?
Sam took a little train.
The choo-choo.
And nothing bothers Travis in the end.
No, it's true.
He just fucking plows right through whatever he has to deal with and gets his ass in here. So.
As long, just for him, as long as he's in a room full of men, he's happy. That's why
I don't know.
He'll do anything to get
Travis,
into a room
Oh, sorry.
full of men.
We're complimenting you. Shut up and enjoy it.
Yeah, you dig it, right?
Being in a room full
You
of
dig
men?
our compliment, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Of course.
Pleasantries, my friend. Pleasantries.
All
to be here.
pleasantries.
Oh, and Mars couldn't make it. That dirty Puerto Rican decided to stay home today. It's about time we start telling it like it is around here.
What? Oh, my God.
Hey,
Maz.
I'm just the last one in. Yesterday, these guys, they all just call him the dirty Puerto Rican. I'm like, that's not nice.
Wow.
That's not nice to call Mars. And it's weird because Mars could kick anyone's ass around here, but he's the most docile.
He really is. He's very docile.
He's very just, I don't know. He's not going to mess with anyone. Although he could do like a whole fucking Bruce Lee thing and take on the whole floor. We could all run at him from different directions and he'll still kick our ass.
They goof on his gut.
Mm-hmm.
They goof on his fighting prowess. And meanwhile, one punch and you're down.
Steve's shaking his head. What's wrong, Steve? Why are you shaking your head?
Yes.
I was waiting for the papers to get here. I've been calling the paper delivery service every...
I found my own papers. It was very easy. You go to the reception desk and there's a pile of papers there. So
I know, but we have to replace those.
I stole Christopher Russo's papers.
Someone took my paper. I'm pretty upset about it.
And we were going to take Alex Bennett's papers, but, he's such a fucking dickhead that he would probably go to Human Resources and complain about that as well.
Yeah.
So don't worry, Alex. We didn't take your papers this morning, you grumpy old fuck. Like I said, time to tell it like it is. Here, I'm done with the Russo papers. Because guess what? You don't need to read newspapers anymore.
It's becoming really obvious
You really
that the
don't need
newspaper
to.
is just a fossil.
Yeah, they got to figure out something because there's no reason to pick up a newspaper in the morning and read it. Everything in that paper I already know about.
Yep.
And I don't even use the internet for news. I really don't. But just from Twitter and and a few websites, I guess.
All you got to do is go to like 2 websites and you know everything.
Yeah, I know the world is going to blow up thanks to Iran.
Yeah, they're a little testy over there.
If you haven't heard, overnight Iran has decided to announce to the world that they're now a nuclear state.
Yeah.
That's just terrific for everybody involved. And they said if Israel acts up, they will end it for good.
End it for good.
Or something like that. What was the quote?
Does that mean they'll take their nuclear equipment and just dismantle it and...
Israel?
No, Iran. Is that what it means? End it for good? Means they'll end their program and live nicely with everybody?
No, I don't think so.
No? Oh, I must have misinterpreted.
Iran is a really strange country because you got the old school guys that pretty much want to rule the world. And then you got the young generation, if you've been following it at all,
And they just want a revolution. They want to modernize that country totally, and they want their iPads and their Twitter and their HD flip cameras, and they want to freaking go out and party in the clubs.
They want Zebra to come and play for them, and Scorpions.
Right. They want all the has-been Western music to make its way over there.
Yeah, they got some catching up to do.
I'm trying to find the quote because it was just terrific.
Ominous?
Ridiculously ominous.
Yeah.
Every update on breaking news on Twitter is about Iran. Every single one this morning. And I'm just trying to...
New sanctions, too, against them, I guess.
Okay, here it is. Iran's president says if Israel takes military action, it must be resisted with full force to put an end to it once and for all.
Once and for all.
So that's what we wake up to today. A major issue forming. Iran's a nuclear country now. A nuclear state, Jimmy. Good morning to you.
Yeah, they said, hi, we have enriched uranium, and we're not going to be bullied by the West, and if Israel tries anything, that's it. They'll be wiped off the face of the earth, pretty much. Nice. They're great bunch of people over there. Yeah, but you gotta get that revolution from the inside.
They're trying.
The youngsters, what they also did was they cut off Google. No Google email and stuff in Iran. It's all gonna be state run.
Oh, cool.
Their internet. So, boy, that'll cut down on people like emailing each other about some kind of word. I think if you put the word revolution in your email, it might pop up on somebody's screen.
Well, you know when they do the Facebook snowball fight? Iran was good at that, too, but when they got together on Facebook, it was, okay, we're going to have a revolution today.
Revolution.
We're going to get some shit done. We're not going to throw silly snowballs at each other and set some kind of record that the media could come and report on.
Well, in the election, during their election, which is hysterical, and there was a protest, and a lot of demonstrators went out and hit the streets and were pushed back by the military. A lot of those guys, you just hear little stories here and there hidden away about what happened to some of those people.
Yeah.
Not pretty.
No, not at all.
Huge prison terms.
But it's not stopping
some executions.
It's not stopping the youth.
No, they see, you know what it is?
They're regrouping right now and trying to figure out their next move. They just showed a video where a few of them were throwing rocks at some, I don't know, some...
That works good. Rock against the tank.
They're throwing rocks and...
Pretty good.
And they were screaming death to the dictator or something like that.
Oh, yeah?
Or death to our dictator, yeah. So
yeah, you know what? Now they got to deal with, anti-nuke people in their country. All the youngster shit.
Yeah.
But they'll push it down a little harder than we did.
I think you're absolutely right.
Things like that. But they want the blue jeans. They want the blue jeans, and they want the 80s music, and they want those big bricks. The big brick phones.
You got to think they have good phones over there.
Do you think they got phones?
Oh, yeah. In a way, I think in America we're sort of behind in phones. Until the iPhone hit, I think we were kind of behind in general when it came to phones.
Yeah, the big...
I really do. There you go. The big fucking...
Big brick, he's trying to text on it.
White phone with the big antenna.
That's the one from Wall Street when he's walking on the beach and you go, wow, Michael Douglas is cool. He could make a call from the beach.
That's just terrific.
Rocks.
So that's what's happening. And then we got some snow that's got everybody talking on the news because, that's what they have to do.
Can we finally face the fact that snow isn't that big a deal anymore in this day and age where every street is plowed? I mean, it was legitimately a blizzard.
Right.
But every street's plowed. It's not like people get snowed in for days on end and have to hit the store for food because they can't get out or any of that shit, It's like, it's not that big deal. Bloomberg was, most of the streets are plowed and everything. Yeah, it's 2010. It better be done.
I couldn't get a cab. I had to walk up a windy street.
That's what I told Anthony. I'm like,
geez.
Today's the day you can't get a cab. Every other day there's 100 cabs fighting for you, causing all sorts of havoc on the streets of Manhattan. But the one day you really need them, you can't get them.
Yeah, they're scummy.
That's just how it is out there. But, man, the snow is whatever. I mean, when I was down in Philly for that big, huge blizzard, I mean, the next morning it took me a half hour to fucking dig my car out, and I backed out onto the street, and I was good.
Yeah.
And they didn't have any plows down there.
People obviously giving me shit for what I'm saying, and I wasn't in yesterday. I had something very important to do yesterday that I couldn't risk being stuck in the city or spending 2 hours on the expressway driving home. Something very important. No, it wasn't fucking on girls. No, it wasn't. No. I'm not going to tell you, but it was very important, so shut up.
I know what it was.
Shut your yap. But believe me, this morning, some kid came to the door in the middle of the blizzard and was like, shovel your driveway? It's like, what? I was nice. I said, no, thanks. I go, maybe, after this is over, if you want to come by and do it. Like, why would I have him shovel the driveway?
Just because the kid's trying to make a few bucks.
If it's going to stack up another foot, 2 feet of snow behind me.
$20?
I didn't even ask him. I said, scram.
He
Scram.
shoveled all the snow from your lawn onto your driveway and then yelled Baba Booey and took your money.
Exactly.
That stupid
I don't need
Baba
that
Booey
shit.
thing. Enough of that crap, too.
I don't need that.
Enough of everything.
Yeah, again, just put it in reverse and I'm out. I was the guy, though, this morning because I can't garage the Escalade. I got too much crap in the garage trying to get it out. But, it stays outside. So I was the guy with the big broom. I had the big broom trying to sweep off the truck. Got all the windows and the windshield pretty much uncovered. But I had the giant pyramid of snow on top of my vehicle. That's just like blowing off into people's faces when they drive behind me. I was the guy I hate driving behind.
You didn't.
But I couldn't clean it up. No, I'm in a hurry.
Well, the snow just goes flying off your vehicle.
Oh, yeah. Every so often a giant chunk will just come flying off.
But no one's on the road right now, so it doesn't matter.
Nah, there were a few people, but not
I like
many,
the complete sheets of ice snow that fall off some of these trucks and just
tractor
start
trailers,
going right at your car.
It looks like that thing that the criminals in Superman 2 were trapped in.
Right.
When it just comes rolling toward your car and hits your windshield. Mm-hmm. It's scary.
Well, you missed our snow
like
day
in a
show
movie.
yesterday. We had a lot of fun. It ended with Jimmy and E-Rock putting on the, what was it called? The Hoodie Footy Snuggle suit.
Footy, yeah.
I saw the pictures.
This is all about, product placement now.
It wound up on some consumer site, too?
Yeah, it did.
That picture?
Yeah, one of my pictures. Or one of our pictures went on Consumerist or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, but...
But I guess it's a big website. I don't know. We were just having fun. Jimmy put on the fucking pink fucking hoodie footy snuggle suit like a trooper, man.
He looked ridiculous.
With his Cialis hard on. No one really captured the Cialis hard on.
I think
we captured
I saw
in
the
different
boner.
stages.
I really was not packing full.
No, at one point you sort of had some
maybe a 15%er. I didn't feel completely.
I saw the picture, and it just reminded me of A Christmas Story when they put the kid in the bunny suit. Is it Ralphie? Yeah. It just looked. Look at him. It's pink.
What is the Consumerist? Is that a big website? Does anyone know? Because they're talking about the Hoodie Footy Snuggle suit from Pajamagram. They get a nice plug today, and then they show the picture of Jimmy in it. Right below the video of a really hot girl in it.
Yeah.
I don't look fat in it, though. I like the way I look there.
You kind of look snug in it, Jimmy.
Yeah.
See, if you look at the video, the girl's supposed to look like that in it, where there's plenty of room. She's just very comfortable. And you're like bursting at the seams. But you weren't as bad as E-Rock, because then E-Rock put on the hoodie footy snuggle suit. And
no, he didn't.
Ran around the building yelling, yay, snow day, yay, snow day.
What an ass.
The videos are up on my YouTube channel, Opie Radio.
Jimmy looks like an adult baby in that.
I like to be diapered and loved.
Diapered.
You're saying that's only 15%? You fucking
Oh, my God. Look
creep.
at Jimmy.
That's almost a full hard-on.
No, it's not. I'll tell you. It's just the way it looks in
that thing looks like if it's ready to pop straight up.
I'm telling you, I was not
If it wasn't
fully...
being held back by your pink hoodie footy.
I had a bunch of
suit.
I plumped up a little bit. I really wasn't ready to ride.
Come on, Jimmy.
Why would I lie to you? I would tell you guys in a second. I wanted a rod in that thing. It would have been great. How good a rod would look in that?
Very sporting.
Yeah, it looks just like the Rolling Stones cover. What the fuck was the name of the fucking
what was that
album?
Where mixed cock was just...
It just sucks sometimes when
trousers.
all of a sudden you want to reference something and you had no idea you were going to reference it when you woke up this morning.
Yeah.
What's the fucking Rolling Stone album where Mick Jagger has his fucking cock? It's just a picture of him and his jeans. It's just jeans and cock. That's all there you go. That picture.
Yeah.
What album was it?
Sticky Fingers.
Yeah, of course it was Sticky Fingers. I should have known that. So you kind of had that look going, but you had a pink jumpsuit on, basically.
I had a pink Snuggie.
All right.
Snuggie. My God, though. Yeah, the news, all full of the big snow stories. What was our accumulations? When's the next snowstorm coming? And then they got to scare you with that one. It's going to be sunny today, dry. Hopefully we get some of these streets cleared out. But Monday we could be looking at another system coming in.
Wow.
They got to scare you.
I mean, as far as New York City goes, the average snowfall is 14 inches a year.
About 14.
And we're up to 25 already, so I guess that's a big deal. But I don't feel like it's snowed any more this year than any other year. We've had a couple big storms that have piled up.
There were some huge records set in D.C., Baltimore,
everywhere,
Philly. And the best thing I heard, though, is that in D.C. they had to cancel this Senate hearing on global warming because of these giant snowstorms that they couldn't get around in. Dummies. It's ridiculous.
Well, some people would say that's part of the whole global warming thing.
Oh, that's what they say,
That is messing up the weather system.
Global warming's just a term, man. It's fucking the jet stream up. It's bringing it lower down, and we're not getting the warm air, man. Really? Is that what's happening? It's going to cause an ice age in the north and boiling temperatures by the equator. All right, I'll move in the middle, and it'll be great.
I'm confused because in the 70s, it looked like we were pumping out a hell of a lot more fucking pollution than we are now. So
yeah, exactly.
Shut it, hippie.
Disgusted with them already. Oh, throw rocks at the police during the fucking conventions and stuff. Enough. Wow, you're so cool.
They were just trying to change the world, man.
Were they?
With our music, man.
Yeah. Let's change the world by just fucking in the mud and taking acid.
Let's change the world by listening to someone else's music, man.
Listen to the words.
What is this? Eddie, St. Louis, what's up?
Manson listened to the words, too.
Yeah, how you doing, guys? I don't know if you watched the game last night between the Canadians and the Washington Capitals, but they had a 14-game win streak going, which was 3 short of the all-time record.
Yeah.
Got fucked out of an overtime goal. The officiating in the NHL is horrible.
Yeah, the fucking Capitals. We're going to talk hockey for a minute, are we?
A little hockey?
Why not, guys?
Hockey. Some hockey.
The Washington Capitals are unstoppable this year, and the Canadians...
They're going to win the cup, man. I know it. Fuck Pittsburgh. They're going to win it.
Oh, sir, I don't know about that. Pittsburgh is,
Well, they do have a bad defense. I would liken the Capitals this year to the Colts in 2006. They had a great offense, but no defense.
Yeah, but there's some differences there. when you're looking at the opportunities that are converted,
Yeah, the Capitals though won 14 games in a row in hockey. That's pretty.
In the third period, they're outscoring opponents.
14 in a row is actually pretty incredible. And I didn't see the game. I don't even know. I just know they lost last night. I got it in front of me. But what? They got ripped off? A little?
Yeah, absolutely. But what happened was Ovechkin was coming in, and he's a guy who skates at full speed. He's not afraid. He has no fear.
Right.
That's part of his game.
Right.
And he got it in, and basically what happened was the puck was going in anyway, but he smashed into the goalie, and they called a penalty on him for goalie interference, and it was bullshit. And also, I could just say...
Well, slow down a minute, man. You're talking way too fast. What did the replays show?
Basically, I mean, it looked like the puck was going to go in on its own, but he smashed into the guy. So, like I said, it was considered, in my book, 2 separate incidents. It did not influence.
Well, did they look at the play?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, they did, and they determined that it was called correctly, I guess.
Yeah,
huh?
My book.
They're full of shit, man. they're horrible.
Are you a Capitals fan, even though you live in St. Louis?
No, honestly, I love the Blues, but the sad thing is that they never won a cup, so you kind of have to find another team to kind of root for. And Ovechkin's really, I think he's going to be better than Gretzky. He's going to have over 1,000 goals when it's all said and done. He's like Gretzky, but he has the physicality that Gretzky never had. You know, he doesn't need to be protected.
Yeah, this guy is a rock star, man, for real.
Yeah.
I know you guys don't give a shit, but and I don't blame you.
Could I just say
I just don't know much about the hockey.
This kid is a rock star. He's unbelievable.
Yeah, the whole Iran thing you guys were talking about earlier, I just wanted to say, you know, I'm Jewish. I'm not really a big supporter of Israel, but if Golda Meir was still around, these fucking people wouldn't exist anymore. She had some balls.
How can you not be a supporter of Israel if you're Jewish? You mean you don't like them, or you just think they're a little too harsh?
Well, see, I'm not saying that, okay, well, maybe I should take that back. I understand the impulse towards Zionism, but I also think that no matter what, yearning for a homeland you have, fucking suicide is not going to accomplish anything but get people killed, you know? I think that the Jews should have just come to the United States, man, you know, after the Holocaust. That's what I think. That's what my grandparents did, and it worked out fine.
Do you think that they shouldn't be there?
I don't know. It's a tough spot, man. I really don't know. I think that if they believe that that's the right thing, that's what they should do, and I don't want to pass judgment on them, but I think there's horrible people on both sides, and it's just really fucking disgusting, you know?
Well, I like to just simplify everything. Eventually, that's going to cause a major problem.
Well, I honestly think, you know, I mean, if
in the end, I just don't see how it works out.
No,
I think in the end, it just causes a major problem.
If Iran is going to attack Israel, we're going to have to come in and we're going to have to do something. And, you know, honestly, it's just like this. This is a problem that's been simmering for a number of years. And there's been cooperation between Israel and Iran behind the scenes on a lot of diplomatic matters. There's been some good books written on that in the past, and not a lot of people know it. They think that they just unconditionally hate them, and they've worked together. But I honestly think they're fucking insane. They scare the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the Israelis don't have, the only thing I'll say about this, the Israelis don't have a religious fanaticism. I mean, they're kind of run more the way the U.S. is. You're not going to have one guy running Israel going, you know, we're going to do this in hopes of a good afterlife. Whenever you start hearing afterlife from someone leading the country, you're like, ugh, yeah, that's a problem.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that. The guy that got in there now, the Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu, he kind of broke away from the whole, Kadima thing. He's a right-wing Likud boy, but I honestly, you know, he's all talk. I honestly think he's a paper tiger. He's not going to do anything. Unless something drastic happens that Iran starts, I just think Israel doesn't have any balls, man. That's just the way I read a lot of foreign policy shit, and I just think that they're suicidal.
So you know a lot of shit. What about the youth of Iran? You think they could eventually get something going for real?
A little revolution?
Dude, I'm going to tell you something. Fucking young people, they want to have fun. They want to fucking bust a nut. They want to have friends. They don't want to be part of oppressive society. Now, that religious brainwashing and all the bullshit, you know, I don't really see it as any different than communism was or fascism was. It's just bad ideology. You know, people are clean slates pretty much. I think that, honestly, the thing that's going to be the undermining is, like China, for example. They invested all this money in the fiber optic cable. That's going to fuck communism because free speech, man. So I think the same thing in Iran. You can't block it forever. Satellites, you know, all this shit, you can't block it forever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's what happened with the commies there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that was well before the internet. You know?
Absolutely. And we're just having
television.
It's just taking longer.
TV.
It's just taking longer for some of these other countries.
MTV destroyed the Soviet Union. Yeah.
What took down the wall?
Scorpions.
The Scorpions.
Yeah,
did.
the Scorpions.
That is the correct answer.
Winds of change.
Winds of change, things like that. Yeah, that took the wall down.
Hey, Eddie, I'm starting to recognize your voice. Call in any time, man. You do all right. But I leave you with this. Nick in Pittsburgh writes, Caps will always be the Pens bitches.
Oh, dude.
Oh, shit.
Sidney Crosby's a bitch. Did you see that game where Ovechkin had his first playoff hat trick and they threw all those hats on the ice? If I'm not mistaken, Crosby went over and fucking complained. He wanted one of the officials to fucking stop it. What a bitch. Fuck him, dude. He was there. There was like one hat thrown on the ice for him because he had a hat trick.
Yeah.
He just thinks he's God's gift, man. And Ovechkin, all he cares about is the game, dude. He's not a pretty boy.
You know what? Crosby is, I'm going to kill, people in Pittsburgh aren't going to like me, but he kind of is a crybaby. Kind of is, man. Kind of has a weird attitude about him.
Yeah, hockey's a man's game, and I tell you, I'm a baseball fanatic, but I'm falling in love with it, even though I don't think the Blues are ever going to do it. But the nice thing is, if they ever win a cup, I'm in on the ground level.
There you go. All right, brother. Thank you. Thanks for your call this morning. Let's go to Colin in Virginia. Colin.
How you doing, Opie?
What's up, Colin?
Yeah, pretty good.
Ironic remark. Well, go ahead, Colin.
Ovechkin is such a hockey fanatic. He actually wears his old sweater around D.C. to the local restaurants and goes out to eat in it.
Who?
Ovechkin wears his jersey out in public. he's a
shit!
He's a nutcase.
Is he an old player?
No, he's a young stud, dude. He's arguably the best player in the league right now.
Why would he do that though?
An attention whore.
Huh?
Why would he do that though?
He's not an attention whore. He's such he loves the Capitals so much. He wants to show his support all the time.
That's you know something. I got a fucking closet full of O&A different types of T-shirts. I never wear them. Maybe if I know I'm going to be in the house the entire time, but the thought of wearing an Opie and Anthony shirt out kind of makes me feel very silly.
But you don't love O&A like this guy loves the Capitals.
I
do.
The point. Absolutely,
this guy
do.
loves hockey and loves playing for the Capitals.
So then wear a hat.
I think sports need more guys like this. I don't think he's faking this whole fucking thing. I think he's just really passionate about hockey and playing for the Capitals, and they got a really good shot of going all the way this year, big time.
They could go all the way.
And my fucking Islanders are just fucking blowing it, man. We lost 7 in a row, then we finally break that streak, and then we lost to Pittsburgh last night. We're way out of the playoff race all of a sudden, and we were right there.
Apparently, last night's Nets game,
right?
The attendance. 1,016 people.
And that's pumping up the number.
That's exactly.
That's got to be pumping up the number.
1,016 people. Everyone had fucking courtside.
And they even said whoever went to the game, they gave him a certificate to come back to another game for
back to another game
and at 50% off.
They're 4 and 48.
4 and 48. At this point, if I was the owner of the Nets, I would just open the doors for every game and go, you know what? It's free for the rest of the year. Mm-hmm. You know, you can't make sports fans, pay to see a 4 and 48 team. You can't do that.
They don't want to. Why would you?
And that would get everyone talking. You go, you know what? We're opening up our doors. Fuck it. The remainder of our home games is absolutely free.
Except, come on in.
They would make the money off the vending. You know, you can't have free food and drinks, but say, you know what? Just come in and enjoy our team, enjoy the arena, have fun. Yeah. And maybe it'll turn a bunch of people onto the sport that would have never gone before.
Yep.
And it also gives people an opportunity to go that would never be able to afford to see a Nets game. Wow, Danny's got a picture up of the game. A complete empty seats behind him.
Look at the emptiness. Look at the emptiness.
You know, I know a little bit about the NBA these days. I couldn't name one player on the Nets, I don't think, if I had to. I don't think I could do it. Let's go to Dan in Holbrook. Dan.
Yeah, what's up, guys? You're saying that Ovechkin's a rock star, but he's doing it while being the ugliest guy in the NHL.
Well, I guess you notice what guys look like, Dan, so that's your thing. I know we have a lot of fans that really care about what we look like, which is fucking bizarre to me.
I know. Yeah.
But I tend to look at the guy as an amazing hockey player. But now that you said that, let's see how ugly he really is.
I like a dishy player, I'm not going to lie.
You like
I like a guy to be dishy.
You like a dishy. You like your sports stars to
dreamy.
To be dreamy?
Certainly
and
do.
Look like models?
Yes.
Is this guy ugly or what? And now we have to. And now we're going to have to.
You're going to have to be a little home.
All right, Dan. You know what? I'll give you a little credit because now they're doing split screens with. I think that's Jaws, right?
Yeah, that was Jaws from the James Bond movie.
The James Bond movie.
That big lurch-looking motherfucker.
Oh, Robert Keel.
Oh, is that Robert Keel? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they have him side by side, separated at birth, kind of a thing.
Who's the ugliest athlete ever, though? We've had some ugly. Who are some of those ugly athletes? That would be a rough one to do today. You know any ugly athletes? Any ugly athletes?
Ugly athletes?
Any ugly athletes?
I don't think Mookie Wilson's in a
you couldn't tell
man.
if it was ugly because
Oh well,
it was really tough to see his features.
Oh, that's true.
Oh my God!
Especially if Jimmy was taking a picture with his racist camera.
Oh, I know. It's the worst.
It needs a new flash because it doesn't like taking pictures of black people.
No, it likes the black people. It hates me. It wipes my stupid pale face out of the picture.
Yeah, we all got fucked when we took pictures with Roy Jones Jr., man. The hell? Actually, this studio is the worst studio to take pictures in. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's that fluorescent light or what, but every picture turns out orangey or washed out. It just sucks. Let's say hi to Rob in Jersey. Rob.
Hey, guys. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I was reading Pat Buchanan's article on Human Events Watch just recently. It's linked off Drudge. And what he was saying is that this whole, whatever you want to call it, tempest in a teacup with Iran is actually a democratic attempt to save the election in November. The fact that the media is covering it so much right now, that there's really actually not much going on except that they want to sort of rally around the flag, so to speak, and actually cause a war with Iran so that they can not lose the House.
All right.
Nothing.
No. Just mulling it over. It does seem, both sides have their propaganda that gets out. I don't know. I think if it really does start looking like Iran's going to have a nuclear weapon, Israel's been known to do a little flyover and, ooh, bye-bye.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what develops today. Thank you, sir. Let's go to Don in Jersey. Don.
Hey, morning, boys. How are you?
All right, brother.
I just want to ask you, Ope. I mean, Ovechkin, no question, he's a great guy. But, why doesn't Brodeur get credit for having every record in the
Fuck book? Brodeur!
Whoa, damn.
Please.
It's tough to say that, really. He's amazing. Brodeur is amazing.
Everything, man.
I know he wins everything. I know he does. But how? I'll become a Devils fan when the Islanders move to Kansas City. I'll promise you that one. But until then, I can't like the Devils. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
And when are you guys going to get people to go to the games? You got a nice little arena over there. I know it's a scary fucking area, but they rope you in so you can walk right to the arena without getting mugged.
Well, hell, man, they're doing better than the Nets.
True. Yeah, but you got a pretty good team. You guys are doing all right, and you still got Brodeur happening, and you still can't get sellouts.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
At least it's not like the Rangers where they sell out every night, but nobody shows up.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I can never be a Rangers fan because it's a bunch of guys in suits that go to these games. They go to the Knicks games, too. I haven't been to a Knicks game in a while. They're all in their suits from Wall Street or wherever, and they're on their phones constantly, and they're not even real sports fans. They just want to be seen at the games, if they even go, like this guy said.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they'll go, oh, another sellout for the Rangers, and you look around, because I've been there for like the Islanders Rangers games, you look around and like half this place is empty. How can you say this is a sellout? But he's right. Because,
it's all corporate money, man.
It's all corporate seats. And
is that it?
So technically it's a sellout, but people aren't in the seats. So, thank you, sir.
All right, boys, have a good one.
All right, let's go to Corey in Rochester. Corey.
Yeah, ugliest athlete ever, Willie McGee, St. Louis Cardinals.
You don't think we could beat that today? What do you think? We're rookies? Whoa, that's pretty rough.
Nixon was always pretty bad, too.
Willie McGee. God damn, it's Snoop Dogg in a St. Louis Cardinals hat. Oh, my God.
It really does look like.
You know what?
Or JJ.
Game on.
He's a damn good hitter, though, but, man, he was just goofy as hell.
Game on. We're going to find someone worse. Danny has put in ugly athlete into Google, so now who's that guy?
Who is he?
Don Mosey. Don Mosey played for the Athletics. The card looks like it has to be late 60s.
Mossi.
Wow.
Don Mosey. And that looks like Photoshop. That looks like they stretched. They used the stretch tool and
he's probably like 27 years old in that picture, too.
It looks like one of those if they mated things.
Yeah.
I just don't know who it would be.
Wow, is he a wreck?
Someone's killing me. They're saying Mike Bossy. The Islander great.
Bossy, really?
They're killing me with this Mike Bossy as the ugliest athlete. Dennis Rodman, worse than Willie McGee? Thumbs up, down, anybody?
No, he's not that ugly. He's just...
All right, let's go to Mike in Green Bay. Mike?
Hey, ugly athlete. The big, ugly fucking unit.
The big unit?
Yeah, the big unit.
Yeah, Randy Johnson's kind of homely.
They ain't pretty either.
Yeah, we're looking for something over the top, though. And I think the more famous you are, you don't look as ugly for some reason. I don't know what that's about. But if you're really famous, then the person doesn't look as ugly.
Is that it? I don't know. The fame takes away some of the yuckiness.
Oh, yeah. And I got some examples, but I'll get in trouble, so I'll just shut my fucking mouth. Sam Cassell? Sam Cassell was pretty damn ugly. Sam Cassell, is this a dumb bit? Rusty Kuntz is not ugly, but he has a great name. That's Kevin from Connecticut. I want one that just shuts this fucking game down.
Yeah.
Brian
ends the game.
Brian in D.C.
Hey, guys, what's up?
Hey, man.
Hey, clearly, Evgeny Malkin has Down syndrome. His mouth hangs open. He's just a complete wreck.
And it's, how do you spell his name? And I don't know this guy. Who does he play for?
He's the Penguins. He's Cindy's...
Oh, Malkin. I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm still waking up.
And if not him, how about every one of those kids that played in the retard Super Bowl last year?
Jesus. No, that doesn't end. I mean,
that doesn't shut the game down.
You're not going to sit there and go, he's dreamy, but it doesn't shut the game down. We need something that pops up on that screen and just goes, all right.
Well, Bob Levy thinks he has it. Bob.
Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing was rough.
Yeah,
But he goes into my category. He's so famous that you forget how ugly he is. I'm telling you.
It's very hard to judge.
But look at those nostrils. Come on.
Well he has traditional features.
How about Leon Spinks?
Leon Spinks. Although Ewing was an ugly guy, but he wasn't misshapen or malformed. He was just an ugly dude. The baseball player Moss we were looking at, literally looked like somebody had fucked with the photo.
Look at Leon, an old Sports Illustrated
Leon
cover.
Spinks is not but he would he be bad looking if his teeth hadn't been punched out?
and look at his eyes are going every which way. He's got those big friggin' like he's been hitting the brows too many times.
Mm-hmm. It's probably a boxer somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, Bobby.
See you, Bob.
All right, see you later.
What about Pat Cummings? I don't remember him.
Cummings.
I know he played for the Knicks. I don't remember what he looked like because in the end I don't.
You don't. Yeah. It's gotta just be That's it. I don't know. That first one was really.
Wait, Tim might have it. Tim in Pittsburgh. Tim.
Good morning, boys. How you doing?
All right, brother.
Ugliest athlete of all time, George Murasan.
Yeah, put George Murasan in the Google image.
That dude's a fucking mongoloid.
It's Muresan or something like that. Yeah, he's this guy's a little rough.
All right, boys, punching out. Happy
what
birthday.
is he? He looks like he's almost like he wants to be Japanese, but he's got a Mo retard hairdo.
All right, he's gonna be tough to beat.
Wow, that is a good one.
He's gonna be tough to beat. Rafael Ramirez from the Braves. I think we might have our winner. I really do.
That's a good one.
Let's say hi to Gomer in Texas. Gomer.
Yeah, talk about Iran.
Sure, Gomer.
I just took a college course, a political science course, from a guy who was a military intelligence officer and stationed in the Middle East for like 22 years.
Right.
And he was for certain we're going to be at war with Iran in 18 months.
Oh, really?
Israel doesn't have the air power to knock out all of their nuclear test sites at once. And, I mean, this guy knew what kind of bombs it would take, knows what kind of planes it would take to get them over there. And he says, we're the only ones with the capability to take them out all at once. And when you boil down all the actions of what could happen, they have to be taken out. You can't let Iran run around with nuclear suitcases because Middle East will be glowing in, 2 years, and then gas prices are $75 a gallon.
Yeah, but I don't trust who they would give them to because they really are. If they know how to enrich uranium, I don't trust where those weapons would go.
Right.
I don't care if they have them.
That's true. They could just be making the materials and then send them off to some terrorist or whatever, wherever they want.
Well, and they don't
That's
need
the
the
problem.
missile technology to get them anywhere. They're in the area, can drive them up to anywhere, and within 100 miles, and everything's blowing.
And that's the problem with like a country and terrorists. You could have a country like Iran that has enriched uranium, and then they send it off to Al-Qaeda, whatever, let's just say some terror organization. They use it either in a nuke or a dirty bomb. And then we look around like we always do going, well, there's no country. Then they have plausible deniability that, hey, we didn't do anything. We're doing, we're just enriching it for our own energy use. And then we're stuck, again, trying to bomb out people that we don't know who they are, where they are, what they are. And meanwhile, Iran is sponsoring them. I really do hope Israel takes care of them. I really do.
Well, that's the problem. Israel would, because they're just as crazy as Iran, but they don't have quite the firepower to get it all done at once. And if they leave one open, then as soon as they attack, here come the nuclear bombs. I mean, it's a 1-2 punch. If you don't knock them out, then they're going to knock you out.
I wonder if they know where all the bombs are.
Well, that's the problem. We've got the satellite photos. I mean, we can see them all, but it's either we have to commit and go blow them up, in which case Russia is now good friends with Iran, and we're going to piss off Russia and see what happens there. But like I said, knowing where they're at, Israel still can't take them all out at once. They can't afford enough F-15s to fly to man a mission to knock out every one at once.
How dumb is it
like
that...
I said, you leave one open, and that's all it's going to take. And once you start nuclear war in the Middle East, it's bad news for the world.
How many miles apart is Israel and Iran?
I don't know. It's about 2 inches on the map. How the hell
Does anybody know? That's funny. Maybe we could check it. I'm wondering if they're a couple thousand. I have no...
No, it's only a few hundred miles, right?
Right, okay.
They could lob a missile in there.
How dumb is it that eventually we'll just blow ourselves up?
Well,
it's just inevitable.
World War II technology to get a missile from Iran to Israel, so,
yeah.
I mean, even idiots over there can figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, then why doesn't Israel just use missiles?
Because if they launch, then Iran launches. I mean, it's got to be an instant attack. I mean, and like I said, this is all from somebody who briefed the CIA. So, I don't know. And by the way, look up our Venus Sabonis. That guy looked like a mongoloid.
Oh, yeah, he's up there, too. Thank you, sir. Gomer in Texas. Let's go to Mike in Utah. Mike?
By the way, I don't like the fact that guy had all this information.
Yeah.
And then said, like, 2 inches apart on a map.
On a map.
Makes me doubt some of his fucking intel.
Some of his theories.
Great.
Mikey.
Yeah.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Manute Bull.
Yeah, Manute Bull is...
Guys like 7'6", 80 pounds.
But he's a freak. Like,
and he has to put elastic bands around his tube socks to keep him up. He's just ugly.
That is true. I read that once.
Why?
He was so fucking
he's so lanky
thin.
and
He was 7 foot when he was playing. What was he? 7'7"?
What was that fight?
Around there?
Didn't he do a celebrity fight or something? And he just looked like.
Too.
And he weighs 180. Yeah, look how thin.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just. I mean, I'm sure he's more than that, but he's just a little skinny guy, but way tall.
Yeah,
he looks like that thing that came out of the ship at the end of Close Encounters.
Oh fuck yeah!
That big thing raised its arms and then they left.
Woody Allen had a funny line about how he doesn't travel with the team; they just fax him to the next city.
I met him.
Only guy out there that could shoot one shot and be player of the game.
I met him in, I think it was Providence. I think I was up there one time, and he was on Main Street coming out of some joint. And he looks like a black praying mantis. For real. I'm not even going for a joke or anything. It's just so bizarre, this guy.
Did you say hello to him?
Oh, yeah. We shook his hand and everything. He's a freak of nature.
And he's not
so
even
thin and so tall, and his arms are ridiculously long. The span on his arms are just amazing. He was supposed to be a great player. He just never got it done.
Is he still playing?
No. It's been a while for him. He's had all sorts of problems. I think he had lions and tigers eating family. I don't know. He's got He's got a crazy story. I forgot what it was. Another thing I didn't think we were going to talk about today, so I'm not up on my Manute Bowl info, but yeah, if you want to look it up, he's had some weird shit happen to him.
How tall?
And then I think he gave all his money to his hometown or his home country, so he's broke.
Really?
Yeah, he made millions, but he gave it all back to his homeland because it was a. Help me out, man, because it is a pretty good story if you got some of the facts.
It says here that he established something called the Ring True Foundation in order to continue fundraising for Sudanese refugees. He gave most of his fortune, which was an estimated $3.5 million, to the cause.
That's all he had?
Yeah.
I don't want to say that's all he had, but, in the NBA, you would think guys are going to have $30 million.
Then he did that celebrity boxing show on Fox.
I think he did that because he was broke and needed money.
Oh, poor bastard.
So,
yeah, he fought William Refrigerator Perry.
Oh, right, the fridge.
What?
That's
it
right.
looked so ridiculous. He was swinging those lanky arms and...
Who won?
No one. No one. The viewers lost. Everyone lost.
He scored a third-round victory. So Bull actually won over over Perry.
Well, how is Perry going to hit him in the chin to knock him out?
I'll have to Google that shit on YouTube.
All right, why don't we take our first break? Opie and Anthony, and we're just getting started. Stay there. Opie and Anthony. Good morning to everybody.
Morning.
What happened to Jimmy now?
Jimmy had to go pee-pee. I don't know what happened. It just hit him like a lightning bolt. He was sitting there, and he went, ooh! And he almost wet his pants.
Yeah. Sad day for radio, Anthony.
Why? Oh, my God, I hate these sad days for radio.
Yeah, if you could turn down the music, because this is a sad day for radio. Really,
we don't want
very serious.
Any music playing during this?
If we could turn down the music, that would be very nice, yes.
Eliminate the music, yeah. Thank you.
We're learning this morning that Mancow got kicked off the radio in Chicago. Very sad day for radio today.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
Yeah. The master.
But the good news, he's not really known in Chicago, so, it was one of those smaller markets that he was in that didn't really understand Mancow.
He has said so much shit about everybody and us.
Oh, yeah, now he's got
a satellite radio, and
now he's got to try to go back to Shock Jock Radio. He turned his back on that whole thing. He turned his back on edgy stuff.
Yeah.
And now what? Now that he tried to go legit, quote legit. I think those guys are more insane than we are.
You know what
the shit they spew.
You know what the problem is? He tried to go from dumb shock jock, hey turd, you're driving toward the wall. The airbag's going to go off. Are you okay, turd? To Sean Hannity. You can't do that. Well, doesn't work.
Well, the article that came out, they wish he turned into a Sean Hannity. They wanted him to turn into a Sean Hannity.
But he can't.
They said they want to bring, what do they say, respectability back to right-wing talk or something, or conservative talk.
Yeah, respectability and credibility. Because he had no credibility as a conservative talk show host. If you want to talk politics, that's one thing, but don't sit there and think you're someone else or try to fool the audience into thinking you're Hannity or Limbaugh or something.
Right.
They cultivated their on-air persona.
Of course.
Now, we know, Hannity, and I assume Rush, it's a similar situation where you have an on-air persona that is based on who you are, but, I mean, Hannity isn't constantly talking about politics when you see him.
Right.
But they have credibility. They are able to conduct intelligent interviews with politicians, and they don't constantly inject their their inane opinions. You might not agree with them, but they usually have facts to back them up, and they're educated on what they're talking about. Mancow went in there thinking, one day it's, hey, turd, and the next day it's, talking about the government and conservatism and his family values and this bullshit. And no one bought this. No one bought it. His bosses didn't buy it, having to put out a statement saying, we want credibility to return to conservative talk. That says he's not a credible guy. He sucked. So, back to fucking getting a haircut on a bridge, you cunt. Fucking hate that guy. Fuck him.
He really is a douchebag.
Fuck him. Back to making your stupid insurance commercials. Oh, how embarrassing.
Do you have insurance on this car?
No. And then a big eagle.
What's that? It's Eagle Woman.
It's your boss. He's going to shit on your head and tell you to pack your stuff.
Look, she's dropping her rates. You can't beat this.
Eagle guarantees the lowest auto rates in Illinois.
How bad do you want to be on
Look
TV?
Look at those
low rates.
Oh, how bad do you need to be on TV? Yuck. Just look up Eagle Woman and Mancow on YouTube.
And that girl was a terrible actress.
They both were horrendous.
Well, he was not good.
No.
She was awful.
We got to go to Bobo because I gave him 2 assignments.
Oh, my God.
Because there was a snow day yesterday. Bobo.
I was reading his tweets, by the way.
Bobo.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, anyway, what happened was some people, I think Danny and Travis tried taking over my Twitter, right? So I didn't have my Twitter to be able to use that, to be able to post any images and stuff for the snowball fight. I had to postpone it to today.
Well, here's the deal, Anthony. Facebook is all about, getting the snowball fight together. And,
right.
And when you do this, it's terrific. The media comes out in droves. They got to cover the big snowball fight. Sure. The latest one was in Washington, where the word got around on Facebook, and there were 1,000 or so people throwing snowballs at each other. It was just crazy. So, Bobo, because Bobo likes to kind of mock. You like to mock the media, right, Bobo?
That's what Bobo does.
You did the fugitive thing, and now you're going to mock this snowball thing. So Bobo is having his own snowball fight that he's getting together on his Twitter.
I bet that's going to work out great.
And he was supposed to do it yesterday, but you postponed your snowball fight, didn't you, Bobo? By the way, when the snow was perfect. Yesterday was perfect snowball throwing weather. Today is a slushy, icy mess.
Well, the good news is that there's a spot that has plenty of snow right by where I live.
Okay.
It's out in the Maurice Park.
So are you announcing where the big snowball fight is going to be? Hosted by Bobo.
Yep, that's right.
I beg one listener to just go there, be in the background, and document this huge snowball fight on Bobo's. Please. Just one listener.
So, Bobo, you want to get
the pictures on Twitter, and I'll retweet your shit all day long.
You want to get a big snowball fight started?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does. And here's the thing, though.
Bobo just repeated and said, "Yeah, he does."
I know, because
I changed my Twitter name.
I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. Where's your snowball fight today?
It's going to be in Maurice Park.
Maurice Park at what time?
At 4 o'clock, approximately.
Well, you can't do approximately. When they do this on Facebook, they're like, "Yo, noon in front of the Capitol. Let's go."
It's going to be at 4 o'clock.
All right, 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock p.m. Maurice Park.
Okay.
Hey, can the fugitive plug it too? Because the fugitive, people might just know you as the fugitive.
Yeah,
that's true.
Fugitive caller. Yes, there'll be a snowball fight at 4 o'clock. Maurice Park. Tweet the location of this park.
Tweet the location of this park. All right, Bobo, I gave you another assignment, too. How did the second assignment go?
You hear a gunshot go off.
That one because I didn't have the Twitter access, I couldn't post a picture of it.
Did you make your snowman? We told you to make a snowman yesterday for everybody. Because it was a snow day yesterday for a lot of people.
Yeah, I actually did that also.
Where's the picture of your snowman?
I wasn't able to post it because the people took over my Twitter password.
They did?
Do you have a Twitter now that you can post this picture on?
Yeah, I got it now that I could post a picture of the snowman.
Well, what's your Twitter? This is exhausting.
It's Radio Bobo 202.
Oh God,
Radio Bobo 202. What about the people that listen on 197?
Well, they'll know also 197. I just got used to. I haven't quite gotten used to say the 197 part.
Right. Okay.
But anyway, the radio and Bobo, those two words are capitals.
Why are you?
Oh my God.
Why are you still giving out your password to people?
No, that's not my password.
No, but why do you give it out? Why do you make it so easy for people to take over your Twitter account?
Danny and Travis were trying to threatening me to get my password out of me.
So you just gave it up?
Yeah, I figured I'll change it.
For the record, could I just say that, first of all, that's not exactly how it went down at all. We had a bet, me and Travis, and Travis bet that, I bet Travis that he couldn't get his password for Twitter in under a minute. So Travis was like, all right, well, let's see. So
it took, name that tune. I could get it in 45 seconds.
I won the bet. Travis still owes me the $1, but Travis did get Bobo's password in 1 minute and 10 seconds.
Holy shit, Bobo!
And it was basically just, Bobo, give me your password.
Bobo, we all know you're stupid, but how stupid are you?
Oh, that problem I figured out.
Well, we have the answer for that also, because we've asked Bobo about, because he likes to give percentages of himself.
Yeah.
So Bobo has told us that he's only 25% retarded.
You're only 25% retarded?
Yeah, maybe a little bit less, maybe 15%.
Maybe 15 or 25 is pretty big.
He's also told me that he's 25% pre-cum as well.
25% pre-cum.
Oh, God.
I like the 15% retarded. That's pretty good, Bobo. You're in that trainable category.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. See, the intelligence part.
And now that you're officially admitting that you're retarded, do you mind when people use the R word? Because that's a big story these days.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes it isn't. But I don't even think I'm enough to be considered retarded.
All right, Bobo. So
was Bobo the one that were you posting those tweets last night, or was that a hijacked account?
What was it the tweet said?
The one that was asking for hot chicks.
That was me.
I was reading these things, dude. I was laughing my ass off. They were like 5 in a row. And then you'd skip one and talk about something else inane and stupid. And then it'd be like, any hot girls, call me.
I like this tweet that you tweeted, Bobo. It says, "Is it bad if you find cum in your shit? What's that mean?" Why did you say that?
That was someone trying to take over.
No, but you said this is your new Twitter, Bobo,
Yeah.
Radio Bobo 202. It says right here, E-Rock made me come without knowing it.
Well, that's the same account you guys stole the password of.
No,
I was wondering.
I changed the password.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You guys changed the password, and I couldn't even access my Twitter for a while.
According to Bobo, we breached his Twitter account. That's how he described it.
Oh, really?
That we breached it.
All right, enough with this, Bobo. So, Bobo, the big snowball fight is today. We're doing that whole Facebook snowball fighting thing. We're gonna show the world what Bobo could get done with a snowball fight. How many people are you expecting, Bobo?
I'm expecting as many fans in the area as possible.
How many are you expecting roughly?
Yeah, but you just announced it on a pretty popular radio show, so I'm assuming I would be disappointed if it's less than 1,000 people at that park at 4 o'clock, Bobo.
Yeah, believe me, I'm expecting thousands of people to show up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you should. And you really should. Are you going to go there early and kind of prepare and, get some snowballs together?
Yeah, I'll be there a little bit early.
Okay, so once again, 4 o'clock, what park for the big snowball fight with Bobo?
It's at Maurice Park.
Maurice Park in Queens. And where's the picture of the snowman?
The picture of the snowman, I'm going to... As soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna be tweeting the picture of it.
All right, good. Radio Bobo 202. We'll see it on.
Yeah, you'll see it on.
All right, Bobo.
There.
All right, thank you, Bobo.
It was built last night.
All right,
I'm taking a picture of it.
Bye, fugitive.
Yeah, call tomorrow and let us know how the snowball fight went.
I'd say probably tens of thousands. That could happen, or at least 10,000. You know how many people this show reaches, Bobo, and you better be ready for a huge crowd. I hope you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready for this one.
All right, good. And hopefully at least one listener will send me a picture of this huge snowball fight.
Yes, please. Somebody show up and, take pictures.
Right, I know a lot of people are showing up, but a lot of people are going to be too busy throwing snowballs instead of taking pictures and videos. So please.
Taking pictures with Bobo
I'm hoping
and
at
stuff,
least one fan will at least tweet me a picture of Bobo in that field doing his huge snowball fight.
Yeah, we need that.
All right, Bobo, thanks. We got to go.
All right.
Rob on Long Island. What's up, Rob? Rob.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, yeah, if you want to know the cutting-edge radio that Nick Cannon's up to this morning, he wants people to call in with the person that would most likely want to throw a snowball at. So I think you guys should try to steal that idea and maybe do it later on in the show.
Did he get that from the talent coach?
I don't know. My brother called me up this morning telling me his radio broke. His radio broke a few weeks ago, and that he's been forced to listen to that dog shit radio.
Right.
And he's like jealous every day that the shit that I tell him that you guys do, and this is what he's forced to listen to.
Well, hopefully Sam or someone down the hall could get us some audio of the big Nick Cannon bit for today. He's got a snow bit. It's nice.
Okay.
Who would you like to throw a snowball at?
I'd like to throw it at Mahmoud Ahmadinejad.
You think someone called up with that, or is that too edgy? That might be too edgy for the big snowball bit. Fucking, please get me audio of that. What do we got? Oh, yeah, speaking of snow, got a nice NBC affiliate weather person just freaking out, doing more shit, doing everything but do the news and weather for you. Here we go. Listen to this, weatherman.
I hope that you're excited about this wonderful Tuesday. Are you as regular as I am? The satellite this morning shows sunshine here in the southeast and snow up at the top of the map. Let's zoom into the state. Come on, Stuart. Oh, come on. All right, now it's going to be just as breezy today. Wind kicking up. We have a lake wind advisory in the forecast. 7 o'clock.
What the fuck?
Did the guy write in the teleprompter, "Are you as regular as I am"? Is that why he's laughing?
Like, what happened there? He couldn't hold it together, that's for sure.
Makes a joke about being regular, then giggles for the rest of his forecast.
That beats that fucking stupid yelling guy.
Yes. Rick Kosak?
Oh, Rick Kosak.
Jim Kosak? Jim Kosak?
Sack.
Where's it Rick Kosak?
I think it's Jim.
Jim Kosak? We're supposed to get him on, actually.
By the way, I know who I'd like to throw a snowball at.
Oh, you got another one, Jimmy?
I do. Brad Pitt.
Why?
Because he completely was miscast in Inglourious Basterds, which I finally saw.
Oh, yeah. You didn't like his over-the-top kind of...
It was fucking horrendous.
He's not a good actor.
Dude, I've been saying that for years. Everybody thinks I'm crazy.
He's really not a good actor. He was great in Fight Club, because that was kind of more his persona, I guess. But he's not a good actor.
I thought he was terrible in that movie. Oh, yeah, Arrivederci. We get it. It was like a really weird Brando face and trying to be like Billy Bob and Sling Blade, and it didn't work. And everybody else in that movie was fucking fantastic. Really fucking good.
You like the movie?
Christoph Waltz, I think, played Hans, who's up for supporting actor. It was amazing. I liked the movie a lot. I didn't think I would, but I really liked it. Oh, you didn't see it? Did you see it?
Jimmy's,
yeah.
Saw it.
I loved the beginning where the Nazi comes to the guy's farmhouse.
Oh, what tension in that scene, man.
That is just fucked up.
Every scene had complete tension until Brad Pitt was in it, and the tension was gone. He was not believable at all.
Didn't like when it was like, we're hunting Nazis.
We're going hunt. No, I didn't believe his viciousness. I didn't believe the vengeance. The guy who played Hans, he played it wonderfully. He was like laughing. He was kind of silly, and yet when he would stone face, you knew that he would shoot a mother and child without batting an eye.
Yep.
It wasn't overplayed at all. It was
it
so
might not be
good.
it might not be his fault. I heard he was very angry on the set.
Why?
Because he wanted to torture the Nazis with Jennifer Aniston's smelly pussy.
Yeah, it was the pussy bomb.
And Tarantino said no, and it made him angry.
He said no.
Surprisingly,
I'm very amazed.
Surprisingly, he said no.
Yeah, they wanted to just throw her in, a situation and pull her pants down and watch the Nazis.
999.
The Nazis collapse.
Yes.
He should have been fucking chilling in that. They should have gotten an actor like Oldman would have been chilling.
You think Oldman would have been good?
I know he would have been. And he wasn't. He was not chilling at all. He was just a really big name for There's one scene with a guy they call the Bear Jew who fucking hits Nazis with a bat, comes out, and there's a Nazi soldier, a major or a captain kneeling. Remember that scene?
Yeah.
And he's he's looking the guy in the eye when the guy's got the bat.
Yeah.
And he looks at his Nazi cross. He goes like, "What's that for?" The guy goes, "Bravery." And he doesn't bat an eye when this guy cocks his bat back. That was
Smashes
fucking great.
His fucking skull in.
The tension was so good in every scene, especially when Hans was in it, because you knew that whoever he was in the scene with was in imminent danger.
Yes. Imminent danger.
Imminent fucking danger.
Coke Logic says Brad Pitt was great as Aldo.
He was not great as Aldo.
And he's yelling, "No, Jimmy, no."
He's not a good dude. Tell Coke to call in. I didn't think he was good at all. It was corny.
And Jordan's calling Jennifer's pussy Zyklon P. Little Zyklon P. Let's say hi to Tim in Portland. Tim.
Oh, yeah, I thought that Inglourious Bastards was Tarantino's weakest picture so far.
I didn't, honestly, Tim, I didn't expect to like it at all. I didn't really want to see it. My girlfriend wanted to see it. I'm like, fuck it, we'll watch it. And it was much better than I thought.
But it was nominated for Best Picture. How could you say it's his worst picture yet there, Tim?
Honestly, most Hollywood pictures, they don't really glorify Jews. They portray them as victims. This was Tarantino's opportunity to reverse that, and he did, and it's fantastic. But the film was about character, not about character. There wasn't that great development and plot like in Jackie Brown. It was disconnected, and it really didn't work for me.
Are you saying it was more of like... People loved it so much because it was about hurting Nazis, which was a great theme, but the movie itself maybe wasn't as strong as people's liking of the theme?
I honestly think that it's about the cult of Tarantino, and he tries to push cinema in different directions, and he knows what a lot of young people want, and he likes the blood and the grindhouse pictures, but I just wanted something a little more serious from him. I don't think anyone questions his prowess, but is he really challenging himself? Is he going for that killer film? Is he trying to make a Kubrick picture or something? Some all-time great film.
You could thank Brad Pitt for that. As far as I'm concerned, he took me out of every fucking scene that he was in. I didn't believe that because Christopher, what's his name? Christoph Waltz, the guy who played Hans. That guy was serious, man. And the acting in that, and the scene in the bar where there's with the German actress and the major sits down, and you're like, is he going to uncover him? Every scene is tense until Brad Pitt sticks his fucking face in there and ruins it.
Honestly, there was one thing I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but Tarantino has a major foot fetish that runs through all of his pictures.
Yes, you're right. I think he does too.
Even From Dusk Till Dawn, which he just wrote and starred in, I think he's sucking Selma Hayek's toes, and then all the shots of feet in Pulp Fiction, and what was the one with Kurt Russell? I don't recall.
That was the Grindhouse one?
Yeah, Death Proof. And
Death Proof,
I just think it's funny because I can't remember, aside from maybe Hitchcock, who had a blonde fetish, or maybe Romer, who was a French director who just passed away, who made all these sex movies, not sex movies, but movies about sex and relationships, that any other directors had a fetish projected onto cinema like that. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
With this Brad Pitt, just to be fair, he was good in 12 Monkeys. He was good.
Yeah, but
he was good in Seven. And I loved him in Snatch, but then he's horrible in these other movies. I haven't seen Inglourious Bastards, so I'll have to take a look at that now to see if Brad takes me on the movie.
I wasn't feeling his character.
I thought it was awful,
especially as much as the other ones. Yeah,
and it was almost like I got what he was doing if the entire movie was like a Pulp Fiction or like. I don't mean the movie Pulp Fiction, but I mean like that type, if it was like a parody or something, but all those other people were very serious and fucking completely believable and completely, the one guy, there's a farmhouse scene where the guy is talking to Christoph Waltz and the guy is talking and he has to confess something and he just starts crying.
Oh my God. Yeah.
He's just tearing. He just tears coming down. It's like, that guy was so fucking intense.
That whole scene was like a great way to open that movie.
Every moment of that scene, you're like, somebody is about to get murdered.
This is not going to end well.
Tarantino really knows how to cast those parts, but it's just like I said, I just wish that he tried to stretch himself in a different direction. And honestly, I don't want to attack it on this kind of logical level, because obviously they kill Hitler and that never happened, but I just didn't buy the whole premise. I just thought it was kind of gimmicky, and I don't know, it was more of a stylistic exercise, I thought.
Yeah.
So much of the film is just spent with conversations that are just, lead to nothing. It's a lot like Mamet speak, David Mamet, it just goes on and on. I just like to see, I don't know.
All right. Well, it's nominated for Best Picture. And with that...
I honestly don't take the Oscars seriously anymore. They fucked it over, man. They're doing it for the ratings. I don't think that fucking 8 of these pictures deserve to be nominated.
All right. Slow down, Tim. I don't necessarily disagree with you, but what films would you put in there?
Honestly, I think the way that they have it set up now is really fucked up. Most of the films that I consider, candidates for Best Picture are foreign films. I don't think we should have the language restriction anymore.
What? Pretty much. What's this? Inglourious Bastards is pretty much a foreign film.
I know, right?
It really was a lot of subtitling,
a lot of reading.
I didn't mind that though.
The best movies are in the artsy theaters. I'm telling you.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm telling you. And they never get any marketing or promotion. And you go, why the fuck isn't this in the regular theaters? Because the masses don't want to sit through a good film.
Downfall,
a well-made
was all
film.
subtitled. And that was fantastic.
Exactly.
I didn't like the guy who played Hitler in this movie, even though his acting was great. The guy who played Hitler in Inglourious Basterds.
It's tough to play Hitler, though, right?
But, well, he's such a famous guy. I mean, there's so many impressions of him.
Yeah.
Just these impressions.
Yeah, you'd think he was the real genocide committer. But this guy was, his acting was good, but he didn't look enough like him. After seeing Downfall, that guy's portrayal of Hitler was so...
His name was Bruno Ganz.
Yeah,
God, like, why didn't Tarantino just get him? I mean,
Bruno Ganz, yeah.
There's something funny about him. The movie, that shitty Nicolas Cage movie, where he was the angel who died. Bruno Ganz played the original angel in the German film Wings of Desire.
Really?
That's fucking hilarious. It really shows you what a great actor can do if they're given a good character.
There are so many parodies where Bruno Ganz is in the bunker, and it's where he's talking to all of his generals, and it's based on everything now. Like everything that comes out. The iPad, they did an iPad one.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just redo the subtitles. It's just him speaking German, but they redo the subtitles, and he's just yelling about how the iPad doesn't have a camera, and it's just a big iPhone.
It never gets old.
He starts shaking and taking his glasses off.
They have one of these.
It's fantastic.
They have a new one of these coming. They come out like every 2 weeks or so, and they never get old.
Well, you know what? They were getting old, but this iPad one really it brought me back into it again.
Anyone who wasn't planning on buying an iPad, please
leave. And he's so disgusted.
And look, everyone leaves.
The iPad.
Yeah, if you're not onto this fucking Hitler thing on YouTube, it's classic.
It really is.
It is
funny.
really classic. Hey, Tim, I want to ask you about
just unload.
Your favorite movie of the year as we head toward the Oscars.
Favorite movie of the year. It was probably Prophet. It's a foreign film, and it's about this guy who goes into the prison system and comes out and just becomes this hitman. It was a masterpiece. I really think it should have gotten Best Picture nomination.
Is it subtitles?
Yes, it is. It's easily. And also, there's another great film, although Anthony might not like it because they were murdering Nazis. But
I'm fine with that.
Flame and Citron. It was about two Danish Nazi killers, and that was also a masterpiece. It was a fucking bloodbath. Also, I'm going to punch out in 1 second. I just wanted to say I think the Capitals are going to win the Stanley Cup.
The Capitals?
Yeah, honestly, that's.
Yeah, they're watching.
I'm sorry, man.
I think you're right. I don't see anyone beating the Capitals this year if they stay healthy. But
honestly, just I don't want to pile on Pittsburgh, but fuck Sidney Crosby.
There you go. Thank you, Tim.
Bye.
Holy shit!
All right, let me say hi to Coke Logic. You've never seen these, Jimmy?
But the Michael Jackson one was great. This is really fun.
Yeah, the iPad one is very solid.
I can't even make phone calls.
It's just how angry he is. It's a perfect clip because he's so angry in this clip that you can just put anything to it.
This is the best portrayal of anybody I've ever seen by an actor.
Oh, my God. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it doesn't take you out of it. You think you're watching Hitler.
Yeah.
You know?
You realize that's what it was like to sit in a room with this guy when he was not happy. And, man, that motherfucker was not stable.
That was the way these generals are looking at each other.
That was the problem I had with Frost Nixon. The guy didn't look like Nixon to me. I'm like, it took me out of the movie. And I know a lot of people loved that film, but... You know, this Hitler, though, you really look like you're looking at Hitler. And with that said, Coke Logic wants in on this Inglourious Basterds thing. You like the movie and you like Brad Pitt in it, huh?
Yeah, I fucking loved it. First, let me say, Hitler downfall clips. Go check out Hitler's Disappointed That YouTube breaks up. Or not YouTube, Oasis breaks up.
Okay. That one, I love the Michael Jackson one, too. I thought was fucking brilliant.
Yeah. But anyways, Aldo Raine is such a fucking great Quentin Tarantino character. I can't believe that, Jimmy didn't like him. Because so many Quentin Tarantino movies are, well, not so many, most of them are so tongue-in-cheek with their characters. They're a lot of... lost my train of thought.
No, tongue-in-cheek. I understand tongue-in-cheek. And I don't mind a tongue-in-cheek character, but I thought Brad Pitt's... What he did with it was horrendous. And to me, a tongue-in-cheek character was Walken as the mob guy in True Romance. But that was a brilliantly done tongue-in-cheek character that while he was sarcastic and there was some fucking amusing moments, the tension in that scene was really amazing. And he didn't pull you out of the scene. He made you want to watch more. Whereas Pitt... tongue-in-cheek just ruined it for me. I thought it was horrendous. It was embarrassing.
Yeah, it was too much of a character. I think he was going for almost a Dirty Dozen leader kind of a guy.
It was corny.
Those were pretty corny, and like you said, compared to everybody else being so real in that movie. Yeah, he kind of came across as a little goofy.
That embarrassing... go ahead, Coke.
With the movie coming out for years, when they said Quentin Tarantino was doing a World War II movie, I thought, oh, great, this is going to be like Kelly's Heroes with Brad Pitt as the lead, and it was going to be the bastards kind of going around terrorizing Nazis. Actually, upon actually seeing it on the premiere, I was like, I didn't even know it was subtitled. I didn't even know it was mostly about Shoshana's story and stuff like that. And yeah, it's a kind of a misleading movie when you look at the posters, but I think that Aldo kind of blends in with the other quirky characters. I mean, did Mike Myers and Churchill kind of, that scene take you out of the movie?
In all honesty, I didn't even notice it was Mike Myers. I'm so stupid.
Mike Myers was in...
Yes, he had a little brief
part.
It was okay, his part, but he wasn't a serious enough part in the movie for me to be pulled out by it. It was like,
Wow.
It was a brief one.
And he played a character like you've seen before, that whole, yes, well... let me tell you, sir. Yes, that guy.
And the scene he was in was just basically an information scene. It wasn't tension. There was no two guys sitting at a table, eye contact. There was none of that. Whereas with Pitt, he was in scenes like when they're scalping those Nazis, and he's trying to get information. Hey, I'll kill me a Nazi. It's like, shut the fuck up. Stop it. I could do that.
Yeah.
I thought those were more like the fun scenes.
There was nothing fun about him, though. To me, what was fun was fucking Han sitting across from that guy saying, are you hiding enemies of the state? And his good humor had gone, and he had drank his glass of milk, and you knew that somebody had to be fucking murdered. That was a fun scene.
Yeah, that was chilling, but that's also like a step up for Tarantino. Like, I don't think there's a scene bad tense in any of his other movies, so maybe it's just a victim of growing as an artist, and I'm being left behind here.
I think Brad Pitt, I think Brad Pitt was miscast, and I think he was the only big name in the movie. I mean, Mike Myers had like a cameo. I think that was more to get a huge name into the movie. Because look at the other names. There really were no recognizable, at least in American film, names. There are very few.
Right.
It was all, Brad Pitt was the only real name in that movie.
Yeah, you got to get that star in your film, huh?
I think so. I mean, maybe to get a certain amount of financing, you have to.
All right. Hey, Coke Logic, your favorite movie of the year?
I really don't have one. If you want me to choose from the top 10 list, Hurt Locker, I haven't seen yet, so I can't judge that. I'll go with District 9.
District 9. All right. And Jimmy, you're trying to see all the movies before the Oscars. You're getting close. Out of all the movies you've seen, what's your favorite? You haven't seen Avatar, right?
No, I've seen Precious.
Yep.
Inglourious Bastards.
And Education.
Up in the Air. Up in the Air. I thought Up in the Air stunk. I thought An Education was an average film at best. Precious I thought was very good, except for, again, if I fell apart for me story-wise at the end. Inglourious Bastards I loved. It's my favorite. I don't know if it's the best, except for Brad Pitt. I thought it was horrible. What else have I seen? I haven't seen Julia, and I haven't seen Avatar, and I've not seen Crazy Heart.
I don't see how Avatar loses. For Best Picture, I just don't see it.
Oh, Hurt Locker. I'd have to say Hurt Locker, definitely.
Hurt Locker beats Avatar?
I haven't seen Avatar.
There's no fucking
Avatar
way.
is one of those movies, though, that the Academy they don't like.
It.
I know, but they don't like those. They don't like that genre.
Yeah, it's more. It seems like it's a big kids
movie.
movie.
But I think if the competition was stronger, then it would be very easy for Hollywood to turn their back on Avatar. But I think it was an average year for movies.
I think
if you take Avatar out of the picture.
Average, yeah.
I think so. Hurt Locker was good. I don't know. I mean, in other years, that wouldn't be considered Best Picture. No way.
So there's no real big, like...
I don't think so. Crazy Heart, I think Jeff Bridges, he was great in, but I mean, I don't even know. Is that one nominated for Best Picture?
I think it is.
Crazy Heart?
Yeah.
There's 10 movies.
I think he'll win Best Actor, but...
Oh, District 9 I haven't seen either.
I haven't seen District 9. I got to see that one, too, because I'm trying to see them all before the Oscars. But so far, out of all the films I've seen, Avatar is not going to lose. But I got to see District 9, I got to see Inglourious Bastards, and I got to see Precious. And I think I'm done.
Yeah,
I think I've seen them all.
They don't forget the Oscars don't always... Avatar is not like Titanic in the sense that it's more... From what I know about it, it's a special effects masterpiece. And it's like a weird movie with blue people. I'm not saying it's bad, but from what I've heard, the effects are what makes it great.
Everyone's saying no way Avatar loses.
Whereas with a lot of people, it's Titanic. It was the story that they loved and the acting that they
The
loved.
story's a basic story, too, and the Titanic, a dumb love story that ends horribly.
But
they've made that film a few times, too.
They've made it many times, but it wasn't basically a kid's movie.
Because Avatar, that story has been done a few different ways, too, obviously. So.
Did any of the Harry Potters ever win Best Picture or any of that? I mean, I don't see it happening.
Hell no.
No, see, they don't give them to that. Star Wars, none of them. They don't give them Best Picture. They've shunned sci-fi special effect movies for Best Picture.
I'll bet he wins Best Director. I bet they split Best Picture and Best Director, which is rare. They normally don't.
Best Picture, Best Director?
It's normally always the same.
He's got to win Director. He's got to win all the special effects awards, and then I think it pushes him over the top, and they say, fuck it, we're going to give him Best Picture.
Titanic has something different than this does. This just doesn't have...
See Avatar, please. See it.
I will see it.
Because it'll be a good hour of radio, because then you can finally really fucking rip it apart.
I'm so waiting for my
because what they show
theater to show it.
But what they show
locally,
you on
very
TV,
locally.
it doesn't do the movie justice.
I want to see it on IMAX.
You really do need the dumb 3D glasses, because it looks almost silly on regular TV when they show clips.
Yeah.
How does the language go?
No, I fucking don't fucking. But it's all made up, and he had like language specialists, whatever the fuck they're really called, and they made up a legitimate language that follows the rules of language. This James Cameron. I gave everyone a lot of homework.
Hurt Locker, I think.
Hurt Locker was terrific, man. Fucking good from beginning to end. Really good.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's enough to win Best Picture. Why don't we take a break?
Good luck to you.
Black History Month. We're gonna look at somebody. Every day we're looking at somebody. And when we get back, Big A auto-tuned. There's no fucking way. Now, we're trying to prove the last few weeks that this auto-tune makes anyone a good singer. The Stalker Patty doing the Keisha song is just ridiculous.
Yeah, that's good.
She heard it 2 or 3 times and did a very, very good job with that hit song, TikTok.
Well, this is a big challenge here now.
Yeah.
If Big A can sound even near good,
right,
it'll be amazing.
And maybe when we get back, we can talk about Sam and his big, giant fucking clown feet that went floop, 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 floop down the hallway as he was trying to film E-Rock yesterday. Because everyone's picking up on it. All you hear is floop, 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 floop,
giant
floop, floop, floop.
feet penguin.
Yeah, just fucking thumping down the hallways trying to keep up with E-Rock. So we got lots to do. And then we got Bob Levy coming in today. We got Otto coming in today from Otto and George. And Google it. Ian Halpern cannot call in today, unfortunately. He usually calls once a week, but he cannot call in today. So instead, we're going to have this guy, Rocco, calling in. Rocco Lourdes?
Yes.
Rocco Lourdes will be calling in instead of Ian Halpern today. Unfortunately, we don't get Ian this week. We get Rocco Lourdes.
Oh, okay. All right.
And he's going to be talking to somebody that swears that big stars are using like dating sites to get like, real mates because they're sick of the Hollywood scene. And this person is saying, I don't know if it's true, that Jennifer Aniston uses this service.
Oh boy,
because she's had it with all the men in Hollywood, and now she just wants a regular Joe.
Oh, good luck.
So this guy Rocco Lourdes will be calling in today. And we're going to conference him in with this woman, Amber.
All right.
That sets up big stars with regular people.
Looking forward to that.
But first, Black History Month continues.
To celebrate Black History Month, the Opie and Anthony Show is paying tribute to those legendary African Americans without whom this country would not be the melting pot it is today. Today we honor R&B singing sensation Risque, who puts her foot down as an act of defiance against her unfaithful beau in her smash single, Smell Your Dick. There's a career in forensics in your future after all. Stay tuned for more icons of Black history on the Opie and Anthony Show. Thanks for calling the Opie and Anthony FU line. Here's the latest batch of FUs.
You have 6 new voice messages. First voice message.
Yeah, I just want to send a big FU out to that faggot of a groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, for extending our miserable fucking winter. Go die in your little habitat.
Next message.
Yeah, this is Joey from Long Island. I want to give a big FU to the Cross Bronx Expressway. Because of you, I just fucking shit my pants. Fuck you.
Next message.
I want to say a big fuck you to my boss for firing me last Friday for no reason at all, no inkling that it was going to happen, and leaving my wife, myself, and my 2 kids without any kind of income in this shitty fucking economy. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I hope you die in a fucking fire.
Next message.
Yeah, I'd like to give a big FU to Steve C because I actually had to work on Monday.
Rape, please.
Next message.
Hi, this is Joe from Jersey. I would like to send a big fuck you to Anthony Cumia for making me piss my pants by laughing so hard. Last time you did the toodly-toodly-doo, I broke a 27-year streak of never pissing myself laughing so hard. Thanks a lot, Anthony. I have now officially pissed my pants.
Next message.
Oh, I can't stop doing the folk song, Jimmy. Fuck you. Toodly-doo.
End of new messages.
Call the Opie and Anthony FU line. 866-FU line 1. That's 866-FU line 1.
Thank you and goodbye.
Fuck yeah, Lil Zeppelin. Getting the lead out. Opie and Anthony. Big A auto tuning. We're going to do that in a couple minutes, but it's funny that this Atlanta Yellow Line story came out today because I went out to dinner with an old college friend, Buzzy. You know Buzzy, and you've met him over the years. He was in town. He lives in Atlanta. He's from the Rochester area originally. We went to school together, blah, blah, blah. We've lived in, I think, 10 different shitholes together over the years. That's how we've bonded. I think
Brothers
we counted.
in arms.
We went to a steakhouse a couple nights ago, and we were counting, and I think we figured out we were in 10 shitholes together, including living in an attic together without any ventilation, where it snowed on our heads as we tried to sleep at night because there were holes in the roof.
That's nice.
That was the kerosene heater days, which I'm sure created some kind of brain damage. Anyway, he lives in Atlanta, and he was telling me about their subway system. It's called MARTA, and there's a nickname for it.
Oh. Wait a minute. I've heard about that nickname. Didn't someone get in trouble once?
Yeah, I'm trying
Metro Atlanta. Wait, let me see. Metro Atlanta Regional Transit Line.
Someone says it's moving something. Moving something rapidly through Atlanta.
You could say Africans.
Huh?
You could say Africans.
You sure could.
I'm not.
You could.
We're not going to get in trouble for saying that. This guy, Buzzy in Atlanta, said this is what people say it stands for.
Oh, I know, but
we could say that because he's.
What do they say
it
stands for?
But it's so crazy.
Moving Africans rapidly through Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
And then Buzzy tells me that this Atlanta is so fucking racist. And maybe some people in Atlanta could either defend this or agree with this. But Buzzy says that MARTA conveniently just ends. The subway system just ends where the white neighborhoods are.
Oh, really?
So they can only go so far, and the subway system actually just ends conveniently right where the good neighborhood the good neighborhoods are. And with that said, now there's problems down there because Atlanta's Yellow Line has some Asians seeing red. This fucking Atlanta is unbelievable. Hotland is living up to its name this winter as Asian Americans and the city's transit officials debate the decision to rename a train route into the heart of the city's Asian community. It used to be called Doraville, I guess. Now it's called the Yellow Line. Why would they even go down that road? The Yellow Line. Activists say the name shows a lack of sensitivity by MARTA, which changed the line's name on October 1st. MARTA officials plan to meet on Friday with a group of Asian Americans to discuss their concerns about the color-coded system.
Why? Why meet?
Why not just say it's random, that's the end of the discussion?
Well, that's
why
not...
give them why give these asshole special interest groups a platform?
But it's Atlanta. They might hold tough. In New York, they would change this in a second.
Oh, yeah.
In a second, they would go, okay. Some advocates say the city should spend some advocates, say the city should spend an as yet undetermined amount of taxpayer money to change the color to, wait for it, gold.
Why gold?
Why?
Gold is like, ooh.
What if some Jewish people live along that line?
Very good.
Didn't we use the Asians to get our gold? For the famous gold rush out there?
Back in the day, and build the railroads.
That might be insulting to some people.
Yes.
Our thought is, why don't you change it to gold? It's really more of a why not question. Why not change it, said Helen Kim, Director of Advocacy and Education at the nonprofit Pan Asian Center for...
I'll tell you why, because they don't have any signs that read G-O-R-D.
Oh, my God. You know what? Bravo, sir.
Get it? An Asian joke. Sorry, Asians. Didn't mean to include you. Sorry.
God.
Holy shit, what a sensitive fucking group now.
And the only reason I paused because I had to figure it out in my stupid head. And you know what? In the end, that's a very fine line.
They wanted to call it Old Yellow Line.
Yes.
That's what
I knew there was a key.
Old Yellow Line.
I knew there was a key. He was hiding it under his big pointy hat.
Well, this is good news. Transit officials say they're looking forward to an open and constructive dialogue. What a waste of fun.
That is bullshit. That just means bullshit.
But some critics think the growing controversy is political correctness gone off the rails. Man! It's not a term, it's a color. It just goes on. Should we outlaw yellow jackets, yellow traffic lights?
Yes.
How about the white nights of summer solstice? This is manufactured offense when clearly no offense is intended.
There you go. Manufactured offense. Great way to put it. Great way to fucking put it.
Manufactured offense. Oh, that's a good one. Gotta use that.
Let's say hi to Mike in Atlanta.
Mike?
Let's listen to Racist Atlanta this morning. Mike, tell us what's going on down there.
Well, I live in Cobb County, which, just for y'all's purposes, let's say Marietta.
Marietta.
They don't even let the MARTA line come up into Cobb County. They turned it down because they don't want all the riffraff coming up into the area.
I'm telling you, this is what Buzzy was telling me. They're like, this subway stops just drastically and doesn't go any further because they just don't want it to go any further.
Yeah, does it go into Buckhead?
Buckhead? Well, Buckhead.
Yeah,
it goes into Buckhead. That's too close to Atlanta to avoid.
Buckhead.
Thank you, sir. Let me say hi to Chuck in Atlanta. Chuck, it's all about Atlanta this morning. You got your turn on the Opie and Anthony show. What do you got, Chuck?
Yeah, the MARTA line goes like 3 miles north, 3 miles south, 3 miles east, 3 miles west. I live in Alpharetta, which is like 20 miles from the city. I have to drive like 10 miles from my house to get to the train to take it downtown. Mm-hmm. Why bother getting out of your car and getting on the train?
Right.
And if you take the MARTA line down to go, say, the Braves game, you got to get off at the closest stop is 3 miles from the Braves game. Get off, get like herd of cattle and get on a bus. And the bus will drop you off at the transfer.
Wait,
it makes no sense of taking this because it has no time and it's not even efficient. And like your last caller said, it stops 20 miles before Alpharetta because they don't want everything coming out here.
Wait, so, wow, it sounds like the whole system's fucked up. Now, I didn't know this. MARTA, you can't take MARTA from the suburbs to a Braves game?
Nope, that's
insane.
And that would
like Yankee
Transit's
Stadium, you can get off,
right?
Walk down the ramp and you're in.
Yeah, of course.
You go downtown, you get off about 2 miles from the game. Then you got to get on. They got like 30 buses lined up. You got to get off the MARTA, walk out to the street, jump on the bus.
Oh my God!
It takes like 4 hours to get to the Braves game.
What a nightmare! What's that about? Does anyone know?
Well, when they built the MARTA line to the airport, they wanted to make it stop at the Braves Turner Field.
Yeah,
but they said, well, we only play baseball there like 6 months out of the year. Why make it stop? I'm like, well, when they're not playing, you just fly through and then stop at the airport.
Sure.
They didn't want to do it, so it's very very dysfunctional.
Yeah, and I'm very suspicious. I mean, when they're changing it to the color code system, they could have avoided all this. They know what yellow means to a lot of people.
On top of all that, they're losing money. They're cutting back on number of trains, and they're saying they only have like 6 months left to run because it's going to go bankrupt. So it's a big mess.
Right. All right, there you go. Thank you, sir.
Thanks, man.
Let me say hi to Stephanie in Atlanta. Stephanie.
Good morning, boys.
Morning.
God damn, we got a sister on the line.
Yeah.
Not really a sister, but
What color?
I'm calling to let you guys know that Atlanta is
so white.
one of the most racist cities I've ever been in.
Yeah. Why?
It's not just white racism against blacks, it's black racism against whites.
What?
And let's not
I never see that.
Let's not forget the white on white racism.
When does that happen?
They don't like the Northerners down there. They make believe they do, and it's turning around slowly. But the Southern whites don't like the Northern whites when they come into Atlanta. Then when they migrate, the Yankees. There you go. We saw a little of that when we did some time down there. What's going? So
no, it's very racist.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't go, if you live in the northern suburbs, which the gentleman that called earlier is from Alpharetta, the northern suburbs are on the west side of 400, are Cobb County and northern Fulton County, and they're the more affluent, for lack of a better term, white areas of town. If you go into Center City or within the perimeter, you find that you get no customer service, people basically ignore you, and you can barely get anything done. You have to fight for just the basic niceties.
Right.
You barely have people even say anything
pleasantries.
to you. Hello,
No
smiles,
pleasantries?
never.
Nah, there's no pleasantries.
No pleasantries?
Who has pleasantries these days? Everyone's saying the bus and train lines don't even go near the nice neighborhoods. Jesus, that's
They don't.
unbelievable.
Each of the northern suburbs have their own transit systems with buses.
It's amazing.
And those buses will take you down into the areas where you can catch MARTA buses that will take you to the MARTA trains.
Yeah.
But the farthest north that those trains go is right to the edge of the perimeter. And the perimeter is a ring around the city. It's a freeway system. It's a ring around the city.
Mm-hmm.
It's a delineation between the neighborhoods.
Excuse me, that was a really big word.
It's a dividing line.
That was a big word for me.
Yeah, that's the line.
That didn't make my word of the day thing.
Sorry.
All right, Stephanie, thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Have a great day.
Bye now.
Jonathan, Florida, wants to let everyone know what SCAT bus stands for.
Oh, no.
How about you figure it out at home?
Oh, no.
What's it stand for?
I'm not saying it. Let's
Can
go
he
to
say it?
JD in Atlanta.
The C is very offensive.
The logo has always incorporated on the lines the colors of the logo.
Right.
So that's all the lines are based on that. Plus, if you wanted to argue racism, I mean, the whole MARTA transit system is run by African Americans. And, Atlanta has become one of the more diverse cities there is. I think this lady, I don't really know what she was talking about.
Well, it's getting diverse, but it's got a ways to go, don't you think?
But
I don't know. Well,
that's
my
Subway.
stepmother's black.
Boo!
Maybe that's just...
and the color codes, I understand it's based on the MARTA logo. But they could have easily avoided all this. They know what yellow means, and they know that could have been a problem, so they could have just made it another color from the logo. Yeah, that's all.
I think it was.
I don't give a shit either way,
it was
but
applied
it's
after
just
the
a
fact.
color.
Right.
It's not like they called it yarrow. Using the same joke Jimmy used.
All right, JD, thank you.
That's all right. Well,
yours is better.
I know.
So we're on this auto-tune kick, and Big A did a little auto-tuning. So I think we should do this. We should play the original. What song did Big A auto-tune? Yes, I don't know this. Maybe I know it if I heard it. Travis, you got it?
This?
Oh, this fucking song. Okay. Start it over. So Big A, this is the original. It's called Replay by Ayaz. So listen to this. You might have heard this. It's on Hits 1 all the fucking time when the morning mashup isn't talking. Go ahead, Travis. Sorry. Play it again.
Like a melody in my head that I can't keep on. Got me singing like na 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 every day's like my iPod stuck on replay. Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep on. Got me singing like na 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 every day's like my iPod stuck on replay. Remember the first time we met, you was at the mall with your friend. I was scared to approach you, but then you came closer, hoping you would give me a chance. Who would have ever knew that we would ever be more than friends? But railroad white breaking all the rules. She like a song played again and again. That girl, like something off a poster. That girl is a damn day.
Enough? We got it?
Yeah, wow. I think we got it.
All right.
That is horrid, man.
That's a huge fucking song. What's up?
Terrible song. Like, I can't believe people listen to that
I
stuff.
know.
Like, I sound like an old man, and I'm sorry, but, like, it's fucking shit.
As far as pop music goes, that fucking song is huge.
It's fucking horrible.
I'm not saying... Will you fart?
No.
Oh. Yeah, I don't like the fucking thing, but it's being played, like, everywhere. So Big A came in, and there's no way he could sound anything like that, right?
No.
We all know Big A.
Of course not.
And he hadn't heard. I emailed him the song before he came, like the day before he came in.
Right.
So he again had heard the song maybe 3 or 4 times before going in for it.
Just 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
It goes in. And does he nail it, in your opinion?
Well, Troy and I had to do a lot of coaching. But, you know, that's not to say...
But that's what they're doing with the broads and the dudes with the auto-tune. And, you know, it doesn't matter. The point we're making, it doesn't matter if you got any talent. They make you into a star in the studio.
Not to say Big A isn't naturally talented.
Right.
All right.
Well, be careful we don't put our foot in our mouths.
Let's listen to Big A's version. And then we got raw tracks. That's where it's going to get fun today. But here's Big A, the final version.
Like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. I'm singing like every day. It's like my iPad stuck on replay. Remember the first time we met? You were at the mall with your friend. I was scared to approach you, then came closer, hoping you would give me a chance. Who would have ever knew that we would ever be more than friends? Why breaking all the rules? Like a song played again and again. Yeah, girl, like something off a poster. Yeah, girl, there's a thing they say. Yeah, girl, she's gonna turn my holster. And she's trying to turn my mind all day. Shorty, like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. I'm singing like every day. It's like my iPad stuck on replay. Shorty, like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. I'm singing like every day. It's like my iPad stuck on replay.
All right, a lot of people saying what the fuck because they all know Big A can't even fucking say a sentence without stammering his way through it. What the fuck?
Well, when we recorded it, the reason we only did one verse is because of the sheer time that had to be put in to put that together.
Right.
When we recorded it, we had to go literally one line at a time. Not even like one line at a time.
But it's proving our point.
Right.
Big A is a disaster with his mouth.
And then Troy...
that sounded pretty fucking good. And now you get someone with average singing talent and you see where they could really make them sound great.
Because then Troy had to take it home because he doesn't have Pro Tools at his desk.
Yeah.
So he had to take it home and cut it up syllable by syllable. And then he auto-tuned it. It sounded great.
Syllable by syllable.
Well, yeah.
Blue Healer from Kentucky, they auto-tuned the stutter right the fuck out of Big A.
Yep. I don't like it.
You don't?
I certainly don't. I like Big A to be stammering and filled with shame.
No.
I like his scalp to be glistening with shame sweat.
It took a real long time to get that, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know, people are just stupefied. They're like, what the fuck? Because they all know Big A. So we got the raw track. Big A sings Replay without being auto-tuned.
Right, this is just we took his vocals and then just made a rough cut out of it first. So this is without the tuning.
All right, here we go.
Shorty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod stuck in place. Remember the first time we met? You were at the mall with your friend. I was scared to approach you. Then you came closer, hoping you would give me a chance. We would have ever knew that we would ever be more than friends. We're real close, why it's breaking all the rules. It's like a song played again and again. Yeah, girl, like something off a poster. Yeah, girl, it's a dime they save. Yeah, girl, it's gone to my holster. She's running through my mind all day.
Oh my God. That's the track you guys use to make sound pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's the cut up version.
Wow.
I think that one sounded pretty good.
You think you liked it without the auto-tune?
I like Biggie. I think he's got a melodic voice. That's just me.
I just don't know if he has what it takes.
And then finally...
that is a clusterfuck.
Finally, the raw track without...
Yeah, well, this isn't the entire thing, because it was 25 minutes in the studio, but we isolated a nice, 45-second segment for you to see what it was like to record with him.
All right.
Shorty's like a melody in my head I can't keep out. Got me singing like na na na.
This is the good version.
So this is...
It's like my parts stuck on replay.
Na 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 every day. Can you do that?
Na 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 every day. It's like my iPod's stuck on and then replay.
So, do you want to try to do 2 lines? Do you think you can handle 2?
Right.
Can you try this? Remember the first time we met? You was at the mall with your friend.
Remember the first time we met? You were at the mall with your friend.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine that was what we heard? That turned into...
Yeah, you know what? It's worth playing. Yeah, exactly what I said.
Like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. I'm singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod stuck on replay. Remember the first time we met? You were at the mall with your friend. I was scared to approach you, then you came closer, hoping you would give me a chance. Who would have ever knew that we would ever be more than friends? Why breaking all the rules? Like a song played again and again. Yeah, girl, like something off a poster. Yeah, girl, it's a time they say. Yeah, girl, it's gone to my holster. And she's running through my mind all day. Shorty, it's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod stuck on replay. Shorty, it's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out. Got me singing like na 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 every day. It's like my iPod stuck on replay.
I love that we're exposing this auto-tune.
Yeah.
I love it. I fucking love it.
It's so... when you hear that track of him just not even being able to stutter his way through one line.
Right.
And then you listen to that. Now, obviously, that isn't, not going to get on the radio and become a hit song.
Of course not.
If you get someone with even a little bit that could...
A little timing and a little bit of a voice.
Yeah.
Well, Keisha's a perfect example. She's a Kesha, whatever the fuck, with that TikTok. She's a disaster. She has no fucking singing talent. And she's got the biggest song in America. It's the #1 song in America. It's the most played song, I think, ever at this point.
In radio history, it had more plays in a week than any other song
than any other song in the history of music. And it's an auto-tune song. They made that song in a studio. It has nothing to do with her talent. We're proving this every week. Big A is a disaster. And listen to that shit.
Complete disaster. He can't speak. You took someone that cannot speak and made it like a song that sounds like every fucking piece of shit out there.
Almost passable. I mean, let's not get too excited here. Almost passable, though. There's a timing to the song after you do the fucking auto-tune.
Right.
That's pretty amazing. That's the best example yet that we've had.
his whole bit is that he can't read the news, and now he's singing hit songs. Well, what else is good about that is Troy was able to work with Big A and turn him into a pop star, but he still can't make anything out of mustard because he's so difficult to work with.
Yeah, of course. All right, there you go. That's our latest auto-tune example. Is it amazing, right?
Fantastic.
I mean, the fucking music business should be fucking ashamed of themselves.
Nah, never. Bunch of fucking douchebags.
Well, their idea, they'll say it doesn't matter. The only thing that hurts is live performance.
Okay. Yeah, how do they do that
but
live?
Performances,
lip-synced? What do they do?
If you become a fan of one of these bands or one of these songs, you want to see the fucking, that person live.
They run you through that software live.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times during concerts. I mean, that specific example of auto tuning. That's taking the software that's used, and you're going off the charts with the settings. If you tone that down and use that software for its intended purposes, I mean, it'll just take you. If you're a little flat, it'll bring you up a little bit, and it just keeps everything in line. So you could go see a live concert, like let's say like a Leanne Rimes, for example. I'm not saying that she does use it, but hypothetically speaking, she could go through the whole concert and sound perfect because that software could be keeping her in check the entire time.
Yeah, never going off key.
Is that good or bad? Are we getting too old? Is that good or bad?
Some people say that some performers like to use it as just as a back, just in case, like all of a sudden their voice cracks in the middle of a song.
Yeah.
The auto-tune will kind of keep it in.
Remember when, what was it, Milli Vanilli, I know I'm dating myself, when they got caught for lip syncing?
Oh, yeah.
And that was a big deal, and they destroyed those guys. They were done,
took
right?
Took the Grammy back?
They destroyed those guys, and now it's acceptable to lip sync. The Britney Spears, where the fucking, she fucked up, and that audio made it everywhere. Now they're auto-tuning. It doesn't even matter.
So now it's like, what's the difference?
Yeah, Milli Vanilli was doing what they're doing today, and they crucified the guy. Or the guys, or whatever.
Well, the other guy's dead.
He hanged himself.
Mel Karmazin just walked by. A very rare walkthrough by Mel Karmazin.
Maybe he's looking for Big A.
That's never good.
That's never good. Make a star out of Big A.
He kind of looked in.
Did he?
Kind of. Why couldn't he walk by yesterday when Jimmy was in the big fucking pink hoodie footy?
Do you know how awful? Do you know how awful it would have been if I turned around with my bulge and Mel is staring in the window? I had to wave at him in what looks like a bunny rabbit suit.
Speaking of which, while we have Sam in here, Sam, everyone's commenting about your flump.
That's really none of their business.
The boy, Sam, defend yourself.
That's not what the video was about.
We decided to have E-Rock dress in the pink fucking hoodie footy snuggle suit and run around yelling, "Yay! It's a snow day." And the focus should have been on E-Rock, but everyone's commenting on your floppy feet.
Well,
can we go to that video really fast?
If people would spend more time focusing on the task at hand and less time on what's going on outside of that, maybe they'd have more success in their own lives.
Sam, I have no problem defending you usually, but this is... I can't defend you.
Indefensible?
Indefensible was the word I was looking for. Very good. Listen to fucking Sam's feet.
Well, I was running.
Dude, it's horrendous.
Hey, E-Rock.
Yes.
Are you excited?
Oh, I am.
Look at this Hitler hairdo, Ant.
Yeah,
look at E-Rock's Hitler hair.
Sirius XM know it. It's a snow day, Eric.
Oh, my God.
Go for it. Hi, morning mashup.
Go for it, Eric.
It's a snow day.
Start running.
You excited?
Eric.
Yes.
Run. Just listen for Sam's
snow
feet.
day.
That's all I care about. Listen for the feet.
Snow day. Snow day.
You'll hear it in a second. Right about here.
It's an echoey hallway.
Snow day! It's a snow day!
Why do you have frump? Listen. That's Sam's feet. Sam, why do you run like that?
Who's holding the camera? Michael J. Fox?
Well, Sam can't run and film at the same time.
Well, what are you supposed to do? It's a little flip cam, and you're running to keep up with Eric. I had no idea what kind of speed he would get.
How big are your feet that they go?
They're not that big.
They're pretty fucking big. What size are those?
Well, it's a Converse size 10, so probably like an 11 in regular shoes.
Bigger than a 10 or 11, though.
Well, I mean, everybody can have their opinions, but the floor is echoey. Mm-hmm. I was running hard. I was actually exerting physical labor, however you want to call it, which is not something that maybe the people who comment on YouTube all day do a lot of.
There are those who would say you're a flat-footed ass.
There are those.
I would disagree with them.
Let me say hi to Brian in Virginia. Brian.
Good morning, guys. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, I was wondering if you guys could go back in time to you had those 2 retards at the State Fair singing that Dirty Dancing song. Auto-tune that, see how good you guys are.
Time of my life.
Auto-tune.
Is that? You think that's even possible?
I don't think it is because the music's in there.
Oh, really? And if we had the raw track, I guess we could do it.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. I don't know if we're going to be able to pull it off. People want to know if you were wearing flippers.
No, I wasn't wearing flippers. I was wearing sneakers.
Flipper? Were you going to go scuba diving?
Yeah, scuba diving flippers. You weren't.
No.
Were you wearing big clown shoes that you were going to wear later on for an appearance as a clown?
No, I'm not. First of all, I've never done an appearance as a clown.
Why didn't we see your feet in the video? What's going on?
Because I was focusing on E-Rock, who was the focus of the video.
I think Anthony's onto something.
Were you wearing skis? Were you going to go skiing? Maybe that's what you were doing. You had to leave really quick because of the snow. Maybe you were going to go skiing and you were running down the hallway in skis.
No, I was taking a train home, so there would have been no need for skis.
Well, you didn't have to wear the train tracks.
Well, I wasn't wearing train tracks. Maybe my feet are slightly longer than the average foot.
Look, there you
think
go.
that's it?
Is that what you were wearing?
No, those
Big
are
flippers.
Those are flippers. I wasn't wearing flippers.
No.
Were you worried about the deep snow? So you had snowshoes.
No,
it was a snow
tennis
day.
racket. Snowshoes, maybe.
I was wearing Chuck Taylor sneakers.
Were you?
Really?
Just
It
Converse
doesn't sound
All-Stars.
Boy, it sure doesn't sound like it. Thud, 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 thud. Were you trying to make a Bigfoot hoax?
No.
And you wore those big feet trying to make footprints?
Are we supposed to discover the footprints now
and
and
put
make a
plaster casts of Bigfoot feet?
There were no...
Your footprints in E-Rock's body? I'll be in the mountains. I'm the abominable producer.
I must tell you, Steve looked very busy this morning when I got in here. He looked very busy.
I'm the Yeti.
I heard he had to set up the phones this morning.
Yeah, he was in a panic because Mars isn't here. He had to set up the studio. He was a very busy guy today.
The Yeti is in hiding.
Yes. I am the Yeti.
I think Anthony's onto something. I know they don't pay you much around here, Sam, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking you're working as a fucking clown.
I don't work as a
side
clown.
On the
job.
side, you had to bring the big shoes.
It was at the end of the show, so.
Do they explode and confetti comes out of the shoes?
I've never-
I like
no.
that. That's always funny.
I don't have a job as a clown.
Funny.
I think the problem is maybe the floor is hollow, so it produces an echoey sound.
Why does it
Yeah.
produce that but nobody else's feet?
Yeah.
Nobody else
I've run around
runs.
this joint
We all
a few
run.
times.
Well, record it.
I
have.
did record it. I chased Eastside Dave very recently, and I didn't get an echo like that.
Were you trying to help Dr. Jones escape, and you tied wood to your feet so you could reach the pedals?
No,
Short round?
no, no, nothing like that.
No? Okay.
Brandon from
I'm
Brooklyn.
trying to-
Sam sneakers
figure it
equals
out.
a pair of flounders.
Did you tie fish to your feet?
Why would I have done that? It wouldn't
I
have
don't
helped
know.
anything.
We're just
Tie
trying to
two
figure out why
flounders to your feet?
The big from
Just for the halibut?
That's
Oh,
No. Hey, you running with a bunch of rocks or something on your shoes?
Let's say hi to Tony. Tony, what's going on? Tony!
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, well, I live in Atlanta. I had a quick comment about auto-tune. I was a studio musician in the 90s, and I think y'all were kind of mentioning it a minute ago that originally it was just meant to be kind of soft pitch correction. And until someone just cranked it up all the way, no one knew about that effect. And I think Cher did it the first time in that stupid Cher song.
That's a terrible song, too.
Yeah, it is. But almost all music nowadays, like that first Britney Spears record, all that's auto-tuned. You just can't tell anymore
Britney-
because the engineers are soft on the pitch correction.
You know what? Britney has no singing talent whatsoever, and we didn't give a shit as a public because she was so goddamn hot. But she's not that hot anymore. So now it's time for her to go away because she doesn't have the talent to keep her going.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I went to the Black Eyed Peas concert here on Thursday.
Yeah.
And they didn't do any of the auto-tune, but they're pretty much the worst on records with auto-tune, but they just sang, and it sounded great.
Look, they know how to put that shit together, but I feel bad for the people that probably have real talent that don't need that auto-tune shit, but it's all about the auto-tune. Someone else is suggesting they should make a category at the Grammys, an auto-tune category.
Yeah. Hey, let me say a quick thing about Atlanta and the
The racism?
Yellow line.
Yeah.
Doraville is 100% Asian. I mean, if you Google Street View Buford Highway in Doraville, you'll see all the signs are in Korean and Vietnamese, and you will not see one sign in English. And the next to last stop at Chambly and Doraville, it's Chambly, and it's called Cambodia. We call it Cambodia here.
Of course you do. Everyone's racist.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
so
Everybody
it's
is.
It's not really.
I'm sure the Asians have names for everybody down there as well.
I mean, the fact that the yellow line goes to Cambodia is pretty funny. But if you Google Street View to Buford Highway, you'll see there's not one single sign in English all the way down.
All right, right on, brother. Thank you.
Thanks.
Someone on Twitter with a great line would love to give you credit, but your name is just a nightmare to try to get on the radio. He writes, Sam runs like the daughter from Taken.
Oh,
that's what it is.
That's right. Did you see a pony at the end of the hallway?
That's what it is.
Fucking piece. By the way, the same guy that did that did the new Travolta film. All you Taken fans, terrible.
I'm a Taken fan.
That's a horrible movie.
Patrice is a Taken fan.
Patrice is a dope. It's a terrible movie, and I'm tired of Patrice liking it.
Here's one for the truckers. Did one of your retreads come off?
No.
Because it kind of sounded like you were running on half a retread.
I was running at high speed.
High speed?
Yes. And the
floor. Very good news. Very good phone call coming in from Joey on Long Island. Joey?
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Listen, I want to know where Sam parks his Volkswagen Beetle that normally holds 50 clowns, but only could fit him and E-Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, where's your clown car?
Well, I don't have a clown car, but I appreciate that he made fun of E-Rock on that one.
You run like you're landing toes first, heel second. That's what it sounds like.
Was it tie oars to your feet day, and we didn't get the memo?
No, of course it wasn't. Why would they have that day?
I thought why would your feet sound like that?
Because
it could have been tie oars to your feet day, and no one else got the memo except you.
It has more to do with the structure of the hallway and the speed at which I was running.
Yeah.
Than anything else.
Uh-huh. And the camera just happened to pick up that thwack, thwack, thwack sound.
It was more like a thud, I think.
A thud?
Yeah.
I don't know. It made kind of a smacking, like when you drop lumber on the floor.
Oh.
That.
My feet are, I guess, thin. Like long and thin feet.
Yeah.
So that's what it sounds like.
Never to be mistaken for E-Rock.
No.
We despise your wafer-thin tootsies.
Yeah, really.
Kevin from Connecticut, this is a good fucking reference. Sam runs like Pee-wee saving the pets.
And Pee-wee Herman was a hero, so.
Was he?
He certainly
saved
back.
all those pets.
He's a good follow on Twitter. Pee-wee Herman is, he's back doing it, man.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right. Enough about your dumb feet.
Yeah. Well, I hope everybody's learned a lesson.
We have.
Huh? Oh, yeah, now Danny found a picture of that giant rabbit with those giant feet.
Well, I'm not a rabbit, so it doesn't apply.
Do your feet look like that?
No.
When you don't have your Converse on?
Once again, I'm a human being, not a rabbit.
We got to take a break. Bob Levy's here. Thanks for that fucking Big A auto-tune thing, man. Fucking Troy, bravo.
It really does just
whoever else helped
show
out with that. I'm just amazed that you took that raw track and made it almost sound passable. Unbelievable. Auto-tune sucks a dick. We'll continue with Bob Levy, Otto from Otto and George. And once again, Ian Halpern is going to be calling weekly, but unfortunately he's stuck somewhere. He can't call in today. So we got this guy, Rocco Lourdes, calling in. Rocco Lourdes will be calling in today instead of Ian Halpern.
Mm-hmm.
So stay tuned for that as well. It should be pretty good. Opie and Anthony. Moving right along, the Opie and Anthony Show. So we got this Rocco guy calling in. Is this Rocco? Let me say hi to Rocco. Rocco.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much. I'm glad. You know, I'm a very shy guy, and I really need your help to get me the right woman, and I feel I could do it with your help. Thank you so much.
No problem, Rocco. So we're going to have you on the phone with an agency that helps match people up.
Yeah, well, you know, my dream is to date a celebrity, and this woman, she has all these celebrities, and I think I'm very shy. But if you could help me, I have lots of money. I give her all my money, but I need to date a celebrity.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we got Amber on the line as well, and Amber's going to help you get a date, Rocco?
Yeah, Amber.
Hold on, let me get Amber on the line here. All right, let's say hi to Amber. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm great. How are you this morning?
Well, could you? I know all about you, but could you explain to the people that are listening to our show what you do?
Okay. Well, I am the co-owner of a company called Kelleher International, and it's actually my mother, Jill Kelleher, that founded us 24 years ago. And we are a matchmaking firm. We're actually the largest matchmaking firm in the country. So we're in New York in the tri-state area. We're all over the country as well as overseas, and we work for people that are usually pretty busy, very particular, want to get married. No, it's not a dating service, so this is like an executive search firm when you really are ready to find the one.
Great. And do you have a specialty? Do you focus on celebrities or anything like that, or what's?
Well, we've been working with celebrities for a long time. My background's in the film and entertainment business, so when I opened up our Los Angeles office in the 90s, I was already working with a lot of people in the business. So celebrities and also people in the industry, the entertainment business, so they might be a producer, maybe not, well, of course, A-list actors, we're known for that, but we also work with the biggest producers in film and in music and in tech and all of that, so they're celebrities in their own fields.
Okay. Well, with that said, we got Rocco on the line. Rocco?
Hi, Rocco.
Wait, Amber, you know Rocco?
I've spoken to him before, yes.
Yes. Rocco?
Yeah, Amber, nice, thank you so much. Look, I have money, I own a trash company in the New York area. I have lots of money. I'm very shy. I want to meet somebody who is maybe famous. I heard maybe you have, like, Denise Richards. Is Denise Richards with you?
Well, Rocco, I'm definitely not going to be able to reveal who my clients are, but we do have Hollywood stars. And are you in the sanitation business, I like to say, rather than the trash business? I actually have a couple clients in the sanitation business, so I know it's quite a lucrative industry you're in there.
Yeah, help me out. I'm very shy. I don't have a lot of confidence, and, I don't know how to flirt. It's not really my milk and butter. But what I need really is, I have money. I want to meet somebody who's very, very sensual, very smart. Could you put me in touch? How do I do this?
Okay, well, first of all, if you're shy, that's fine, because, we're the go-between. I'm going to go out, and we would personally meet and interview everybody that we have in mind for you, okay? So you don't have to worry about blind dates. You're going to be matched with them because of who you are, and obviously I appreciate that you have money, but you really do have to pass our interview process, regardless of how much money you have. So, why don't... You're certainly invited to come out and meet with me.
How soon can we do this? Because I'm very shy. I need to do this soon. When could we meet, and how soon will I go out on the dates?
Well, as soon as you want to fly out and meet with me, I'd be more than happy to sit down. It takes about an hour or two. I need to know who you are, and of course we talk about who it is that you're looking for, whether it's an A-list celebrity. It really depends on if it's a match, Rocco, because obviously if somebody that I have, they have to be equally as interested in you, because it is matchmaking. So as soon as you come out, I'm not going to reveal who my clients are, but if you pass my interview process,
give me a couple of names. Give me a couple of names, because I want to meet with you on Friday, and I want to go out next week, but give me a couple of names, please.
Well, a couple of names of who I would introduce you to, or a couple of names that we've been credited in the press for having?
Give me some names, please.
But if you go to our website at Kelleher International, you'll see everyone from David Spade to Jennifer Aniston to Denise Richards to Hoda Kotb to Paula Abdul. We're credited in the press for having a tremendous amount of people, but that doesn't mean necessarily they're going to meet you.
Have you met Paula Abdul?
I know Paula, yes, I do. I think Paula's great.
And do you think Jennifer Aniston that I'm her type?
I don't know if you're her type, but I also don't comment on Jennifer. There's a few people that have been credited in the press that I really have no comment for, and she's one of them.
Could we meet tomorrow? I fly out tomorrow. We start next week.
Rocco, as soon as you fly out, I'll be more than happy to sit down with you. I would love to learn more about you. You are definitely sound like an interesting character.
And how much money do I have to bring?
Well, Well, our fees range. So, I mean, they're totally across the board. They start at $15,000 and they go on up to six figures. We're in Stockholm, we're in London, we're across the country. It just depends on how wide of a net you want me to cast, how many people you want to meet. Again, it's not a dating
I don't mind. You know, I have no one in my life. I don't mind spending money, but I need results.
Okay, well, we're good at results.
And Rocco, you really want a famous person, right?
Yes, I need to go out. It's my dream.
Well, you have to. You can't say the trash business. I mean, the sanitation business is fine, but you're not going to get an A-list actor to go out with you if you describe your business.
And what do you mean by go out, Amber? Is this? I mean, is there some of that hanky panky going on?
Did Jimmy fart or is it the
Usually
call?
for dinner.
Oh, okay, something stinks.
Drinks perhaps before dinner. Obviously, you talk on the phone beforehand.
Yeah.
But the people really trust us because we really vet. We personally meet. We vet. We screen everybody. The whole point is so that they don't waste their time. I've got rock and roll stars that are on tour that really truly want to meet someone. If they wanted to go on a date, they could date one of their groupies, but instead they're going to have a cup of tea with somebody that actually has an intellect that they can have a conversation.
Amber, I have a question for you. What's the difference between, say, a $15,000 payment and say six figures, $100,000? What is it? The level of people, or is it?
It's completely how we work for you. $15,000 would be like a tri-state local membership. Let's say you are a woman and you work for a company right there in Manhattan, and the guy's an author or owns a publishing company. It would be a perfect match because you're both in Manhattan. But if Rocco, for example, he says he really wants to meet somebody, he's got all this money. He
Man of
might
a half a voice.
directly as an elite client. That's a six-figure. It's all the offices nationwide as well as overseas.
Bring
There's
back
just
Steve
no
the
limitation.
Whistler for some excitement.
But also, now if but what if you don't make a lot of money?
If you don't make a lot of money and you still want to be part of the group, then we screen you. It's usually not in person until we're ready to actually match you. But if you're a woman listening to the show or a man listening and you're like, well, I don't have that kind of cash, but I'm really serious, you just submit yourself on the internet. And we have over 10,000 files, and so, you know, we're not working for 10,000 people.
And this isn't prostitution, right, Amber? It sounds very suspicious.
That's the opposite.
Very
If
suspicious.
somebody wants to do that, they can pay $19 on Match.com and be married. With me, I'm going to know everything about them, and it's not worth the money and the time and the effort.
Amber, what about? I need to learn how to flirt. And and tell me, the men. What
If you meet the right woman, you're not going to need to learn how to flirt. It's just going to be natural.
Someone told me the owner of the Boston Red Sox is a client. Is that true?
Again, I'm not going to reveal who my clients are, but that did come out in page 6. That did come out in page 6.
Oh, it did. And what about in page 6?
What do those liars say?
Actually, don't call them liars. This is page 6.
Yeah, trust me, they're fucking liars. So what do those fucking liars say?
The owner of the Boston Red Sox was spotted with the producer of Oprah, and everyone knows that I'm close with both of them, and that would probably be a match that I would put together. That's a perfect example of the caliber of people. Right. I mean, here, you know, these people don't need anybody to help them date, but yet they probably wouldn't meet without somebody like myself being able to facilitate a match between a businesswoman in Chicago and somebody that's back and forth from LA to Boston. I mean, that's what it's all about. These are the people that are the highest in their field, and they want to meet somebody outside of their circle. An A-list actress isn't going to meet an entrepreneur unless somehow, some way, somebody's going to introduce them. But
are they lonely, Amber? The celebrities, are they lonely?
Of course, everybody is if you're not in love. Unless you really truly aren't in the right state of mind to meet someone, because I believe that being alone is fine.
Yeah, Rocco, I got to put you on hold for 1 second. We got a guy named Paul on the line. Hold on, Rocco, please. Amber, stay there, please. This guy has a very good question. Paul Hargis. Hi, Paul.
Hi, is this Amber?
Yes. Hi, Paul.
Hi, how are you? I'm known as Uncle Paul. I have kind of a children's show I do. And I've been looking to meet someone to date for a while, but I'm 57 years young.
Okay, I like that.
And I want to meet somebody to go out with, you know.
Are you looking for a relationship or just someone to go out with?
I think a relationship because I really have had a lot of misunderstandings in things of that nature. So I would like to have like a special someone, but I don't know how to go about doing it because the police keep coming.
The police keep coming.
But now, what do I have to do to meet? What's that?
What is it that you're doing that is drawing the police attention?
Oh, I don't know. It's just a whole persecution thing. So do you hook up people from different, like, religious backgrounds and age groups, things of that nature?
Of course, matchmaking always looks at religion. We look at background, education, how old you are. We also look at criminal behavior.
57 years.
Yeah, Amber, I think what Paul's getting at, he's looking for a younger date.
Someone a little younger.
You know how the older gentlemen like younger women?
Women in my age.
I've heard of that.
Oh, go ahead.
I've heard of that. Well, Paul, perhaps maybe you could try some...
Oh, God, I didn't get finished explaining.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please finish.
Somebody in my age group doesn't understand me. I'm 57 years young. I want somebody who's much younger, who's youthful, has a fun outlook on life. But I feel that everybody I meet's a bunch of old ladies.
Well,
I don't like women to be that old. They don't understand fun.
Okay, well, I'm sorry about that.
What's that? Why are you laughing at me?
Well, I think that there's plenty of women that are chronologically more mature, but emotionally they're still kids. And I think that you just need somebody to help you find them.
I like that because I like to go out and have fun and go to the park and roll a ball and do things of that nature. I'm not done saying nothing.
Okay, you can go ahead and finish.
I just want somebody who's youthful.
Got it.
And it's very hard to find because nobody understands.
Well, I think there'd be plenty of people that understand. I have an entrepreneur who's in his 60s, and one of the things that he does on his spare time is he flies his jets to the different roller coasters.
He plays for the Jets?
Does he what?
He plays for the New York Jets?
No, he flies his jets to all the different parks around the country and goes on all the roller coasters.
I don't fly no planes. My wife died in a fire.
From a
we were
plane?
estranged.
How long
ago? It was a big insurance settlement. What's that?
How long ago?
2 weeks.
Amber.
Estranged for a while.
Yeah.
We were separated.
Are you going to rescue me?
Long.
No, I don't know why you're laughing. This is real. That's why we put Paul on the line. He lost his wife 2 weeks ago.
But we were separated for 5 or 6 years.
Okay, before she passed away in the fire?
The fire happened a while ago. She passed away about 2 weeks ago. But the fire happened about, I'd say 3 months ago, maybe 3.5 months.
And the fire had something to do with the plane?
No, what are you talking about? That's the other man.
That's the other man.
You're humiliating me.
I see. Okay, well, Paul, would you like to ask me a specific question that maybe I can help you answer? Are you looking to have somebody help you find this elusive woman?
Huh?
Would you like help finding this elusive woman?
Yeah, a girl.
Okay, and where do you live?
What's that?
Where do you live?
I live in Nantucket.
In Nantucket? Okay. Well, I'm sure that I could give you a phone number off the air if you'd like, and we could perhaps set up a personal meeting.
Could you get me somebody who will... because the law says that people shouldn't be together at certain ages. I don't agree.
Well, my women that are young they've got it pretty much together. They have their careers, and they're not really looking for...
Careers?
Anybody to take care of them financially.
Do you have any students?
No, I don't work with students. Most of the women start around 25, 26 on up.
Oh, that's
sometimes
that's
they're younger, but they're going to be looking for men that are probably within...
I can't hear you. You keep talking over me. That's way too old. I'm not kidding.
No, I believe you, but that's why I think perhaps maybe you should try online dating, because you can use...
I tried the chat rooms. Half the times it's not even the people they say they are.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. There's a lot of misrepresentation.
God damn FBI.
Well, what would you like me to do, Paul?
Huh?
What would you like me to do for you?
Find me somebody who's compatible, who likes an older gentleman.
Well, one of the things that you could do is send me some pictures of some of the women that you've dated in the past.
Every time I do that, I get in trouble.
Well, I might not be the right service for you, but I'd like to help you out.
You give somebody a phone number. I don't mean to interrupt your calls, but I've really been struggling being single for all these years. What?
I have an easy number for you to remember.
What's the number?
It's 1-800.
Okay.
401.
Hold on, I'm getting a pen.
It's what?
I'm getting a pen.
You might not need one. It's pretty easy.
Oh, 1-800 what?
401-MATCH.
Okay.
401-MATCH.
The area code's 401?
No, that's the prefix. The area code is 800. It's an 800 line.
All right.
And then it's 401-MATCH, like a 401k or 41-MATCH, but there's an O in the middle. So 1-800
or a 4, like 4 years old, and then a 0 years old, and then a 1 year old.
Yeah, 3 up to 5. It might be hitting your limit there.
That was not really appropriate.
I'm sorry.
All right, well, I guess so.
And you can call me during the week or after the show if you'd like, and we can start with getting to know more about you.
Yeah, sometimes you want someone to step in, but the host just kind of leave you swinging.
Well, I hope that I can help
I wish
you
that one wasn't glued to Pal Talk.
Well, don't we all, Bub? What are you going to do? All right, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, there's Uncle Paul, everyone, and Amber. Yeah, that's a real deal going on with that Uncle Paul.
Oh,
very
absolutely.
frustrated. Rocco.
Yeah.
We're gonna, I guess, let you go unless you got something else.
No, I go on the date.
Okay, excellent. Well, why don't we do this? Listen, I put you to the challenge, Rocco. You say you're shy. I'm sure after learning about you and you going through the interview process, how about if I introduce you with 2 or 3 women, and then you can just let me know what you think?
I'm paranoid.
Well, I think once you learn who it is that we have, what they're all about, I think it's going to be a lot easier for you. Most people say it doesn't feel like a first or second date. It almost feels like they already know the person before they even meet them.
All right. Well, thank you, Rocco.
Yeah, this part is like the end of the roller coaster ride.
All right. And Amber, thank you so much. That was.
Well, yeah, you guys, it's great to be on your show. I appreciate
fantastic.
it. And maybe Rocco can report back what he thinks about his matches.
Sure.
Thanks for that exclusive.
All right.
You're welcome. All right, have a great day, you guys.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Hey, this is strange. We just got rid of Amber, and I think Ian.
Hey guys, how you doing today?
What's up, man? How are you?
Yeah. It's early in the morning here, man. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you just woke up?
No, I've been up since 4.
Sounds like you're a little tired right now.
I'm working on a new book, and I got deadlines and a film, and everything's cool, man.
Well, we had some guy, Rocco, on the phone.
Man, that's great way to get to Jennifer Aniston.
Why you say that?
Well, apparently if she really is a client, you know, I think Opie should sign up and really smell the coffee.
Yeah, you do, huh? So what? You could date Jennifer Aniston?
I guess so, man. I guess cash screams. Look, the bottom line here is they're all bored of celebrities. I can't blame them. Celebrities are airheads. We all know that. And it sounds to me as if celebrities, they want to meet people who are more solid. So you want Hollywood looks, but with a Harvard brain.
Right.
And they're willing to pay for it. Look, you know, cash screams, man. Like, I don't pay for any of this stuff.
Steve says, I wish he'd wake up and smell
I have women
coffin
right now
from the inside.
Windows, man. Women are trying to get to me all the time.
He's killing.
You know, Jill Nicolini. Anthony and I have something in common for life.
Women, Jill Nicolini, pussy. Google it.
With all due respect.
With all due respect.
I'm taking my leftovers.
All right, listen now, Ian. What do you got on John Mayer?
Please.
I didn't think we were going to talk to you today, but why don't we do this?
Yeah, look, seriously, John Mayer, he gives an interview to Playboy.
Yeah.
He claims that blacks love him, and then he uses the N-word. I mean, you know, the bottom line here is John Mayer's a thief, because I'm telling you from a musician standpoint.
You're a musician too?
Yeah, I'm a world-class saxophonist.
Google it.
I've toured the world.
Doing what?
Saxophone.
The world and elsewhere.
I could blow Mayer under the table in a heartbeat.
Blow Mayer.
Okay. I can blow Mayer under the table.
Wow, that was
Mayer,
a little too close for comfort there, Ian.
He's trying to be John Lee Hooker, Jimi Hendrix, none of the above.
Right.
Then he has the audacity to use the N-word. I'm calling on your show today for a blacklist of John Mayer's music.
Wow.
I think we should...
I think we get that done, huh?
I think this guy... I've never bought a Mayer record. Have you bought one of his records?
No, I listen to them here and there, though. They're pretty good.
They
play pretty good.
Seriously, dude. Have you ever made love to John Mayer's music?
No, Ian.
I never fucked to any music.
Yeah. It's usually
iced tea, usually.
John Mayer is a has-been. He's trying to get more publicity by going into Playboy, using the N-word. He says that he's like one of the only musicians who can hang with the Hood, with Snoop Dogg, with all these rappers. His career's over. People are tired of John Mayer. The second Aniston dumped him, it was all over.
Is it true that Aniston dumped him? Because I think it looked like he might have moved on from her.
That's what he spun that. I'm telling you right now, Aniston dumped him in a heartbeat. She just used him to go to the Oscars, and then it was over.
But Mayer, hold on. You guys say you can't say Mayer's career's done. He's on the cover of Rolling Stone. And I don't think he maybe he shouldn't have said nigger in an interview. It's not the smartest thing to say.
Well, what was the context?
It was somebody had said, and again, I don't know exactly, someone had said to him, you kind of have how does it feel to have, was it a ghetto pass?
Hood pass.
A hood pass.
Yeah.
Meaning that black artists like him.
Okay.
And he was saying something like, well, they might as well, what did he say? They might as well call it a nigger pass. But he wasn't being like, I don't like blacks. He was.
But Norton, let me tell you something.
But Norton, Google it.
I've done my homework on Mayer. I know this guy inside out. Listen, there's a Pakistani-born guy who calls Mayer, quote unquote, a racist and an accidental racist, and because Mayer called him Kabul. This was in December 2009.
Called who Kabul?
He called this Pakistani-born guy Kumail. He called him Kabul, and then he said he looked like a brown guy but sounded like a white guy.
That's a here's the thing.
And this guy,
hold on. No,
he calls Mayer a racist and an accidental racist.
Honestly,
John Mayer is a racist.
He's not. I know the guy. Ian, I'm telling you.
Know about racism, man.
I know the guy.
Google it. White.
And I know I'm white, but
Jimmy.
I also know John fairly well. And he does stand up. Like he has that mentality. Him making fun of a guy, saying he looks like a brown guy and sounds like a white guy. I mean, there's a lot of times Mayer says things that most musicians probably wouldn't say, but he also gets up on stage, and when he performed comedy, he did a pretty rough act. That's kind of his mentality. It doesn't make him a racist.
And he hangs out with fellow comics down at the Comedy Cellar, so he's picking up on that vibe.
Yeah, you have to understand that,
and
too.
And that vibe is where everyone just attacks each other.
Everyone's pretty brutal. Nobody really holds back when they're comedians.
Yeah.
And that's who John hangs with. It's mostly comics.
If it was Imus using the N-word in Playboy, if it was Opie using the N-word in Playboy,
wrong guy.
If it was even, Joan Rivers, if it was even Barbara Walters using the N-word, they'd be toast. They would never work again.
Do you understand that?
So we're going to let John Mayer get away with this? This is an insult to all the...
What are you, a communist? Yes! Everyone should be able to use the N-word. I don't give a shit.
That's one of these fucking self-hating white liberal douchebags? What are you, Ian?
You guys got it wrong. Listen, racism is like cancer. You don't know when you have it. And I with all due respect, I love you guys, but I'm calling for a boycott of Mayer's, all his products today.
It's silly.
I
know John, and to be honest with you, he was a racist. I'd tell you that. Here's the bottom line. I know the guy. I see him at the Comedy Cellar. I see who he hangs with, who's in his close circle. And it's not a bunch of white people. It's a very mixed group. And I see the way he interacts with comedians. And he's being funny and he's being, maybe he says things he shouldn't say, but I guarantee you a big part of that is the influence of just hanging with comics and the way we don't pull punches with each other.
Norton, with all due respect, look, it's like O.J. Simpson. Everyone loves O.J. I've hung with O.J. He's the greatest guy. O.J. Simpson's a murderer. John Mayer's a racist. These guys do not deserve any time of day, and it's time everyone wakes up.
You're out of your fucking mind.
Let me ask you a question. How come you're not calling for a boycott? I mean, John Mayer, again, a guy who said... who said nigger in the context not of I don't like, it wasn't saying that. That's not what he was saying. So to say he's a racist is just kind of purposefully inflammatory. It's almost
is that like saying Jesse Jackson when he says Jaime's Jesse Jackson?
How about this? Great example. Great example. No one saw it. He said it to Milton Coleman, a journalist, and he said it at a breakfast, and Coleman fucking ratted him out. A black journalist, Milton Coleman. He kind of looks like a fat Lou Gossett Jr. That's when Jesse Jackson said, Jaime Town, and you want to go there. And it didn't hurt Jesse Jackson's career. He is still a very popular speaker. He is still quoted on the news. But how about when Jesse Jackson was on Fox, and he was talking about Obama, and he said, I'd like to rip his balls off. He's talking down to niggers. And how about he said that, and guys like Sharpton came out and said, hey, that's not the Jesse we know, and nobody vilified him for it. So this punishment for the N-word is bullshit, and it's arbitrary, and it all depends, hold on, it all depends, it all depends on what side of the fence you're standing on.
Hooker, from Jimi Hendrix, from the Muddy Waters Band. This guy's a thief.
But you can't
be in jail for his music.
Ian, you can't allow your dislike of John Mayer's music to actually come out and call the guy a racist.
Supposedly John Mayer's whole band is black, by the way.
Saxophone around the world.
Yeah.
I played everywhere from Cape Town to London to Princeton.
Ian,
so is he.
I'll tell you one thing, from a musician standpoint, and you know this, Norton, when a comedian comes on and they don't have chops, your BS detector's high because you're a good comedian. Well, I can play music, man. This guy is stealing. He's faking the funk. He's no James Brown. He's no Jimi Hendrix. This guy isn't even Lee Garrett. And I'm telling you right now, this guy should be boycotted.
All right, Ian.
Should never put out.
All right, Ian, listen to me.
Just ignore him.
Ian, listen to me. You're all talk, though. You got that saxophone near you?
No, I don't have it here.
Conveniently, you don't have a saxophone nearby.
You know,
where are you right now? In your house?
I'm not going to tell you where I am, man. I go undercover.
Undercover, that's it. Yeah.
Well, you better prove your musical abilities right now, sir.
Let me tell you something. My idols were John Coltrane, Charlie Parker.
Well, what could you give us? Could you give us a little something?
For the room.
What could you do right now to prove that you're a good musician?
Ask me anything.
No, we want you to do something. Can you play spoons? What could you do? What do you got?
What do you want me? You want me to listen? Time is the essence of life. Time's the essence tonight. Amid visions light along December night, hipster pants, magical mystery prince that dance. Oh my! See, that's my.
I wrote that. Now, Ian, here, you talk about John Mayer being a racist. Here's what I think is a racist.
Yes.
It is somebody that holds black and whites to different sets of standards when it comes to punishment for saying certain things. That, to me, is elitist and condescending and paternalistically racist. When you hold blacks to a different set of speech standards than you hold whites, that is parental. And that, to me, is very, very racist.
Norton, let me tell you something.
Norton.
All due respect, you're talking from a Caucasian pigmentation.
Oh, well, so
I'm
are you.
telling you right now, get Reverend Al Sharpton on the line and ask him if this is acceptable. John Mayer using the
what does Al Sharpton know?
Al Sharpton's take
what
on
does Sharpton know about that?
Ian, right now in front of Sirius Radio, mobilizing everybody and
my God,
signs and boycott John Mayer.
Ian, you have no idea.
I want John Mayer blacklisted.
I'd love Sharpton to be in here. I'd like to ask some other questions first. Before I got to John Mayer, I'd like to cover the shit on Tawana Brawley and who paid Stephen Pagonis' family and a lot of other things that I'd like to do.
Mason and Maddox, two attorneys that were disbarred.
Yes, his forgiveness of Jesse Jackson saying nigger, but not Don Imus doing a joke. His forgiveness of Harry Reid saying that Barack Obama didn't talk with a Negro dialect and yet crucifying Trent Lott. Like, I'd kind of like to hash that stuff out with Sharpton first.
Betty Shabazz right now is turning over in her grave with these comments by John Mayer.
I don't think Betty Shabazz cares what John Mayer said.
Yeah.
Betty Shabazz was at least married to a very, very legitimate civil rights leader. She wasn't married to some headline-grabbing whore who just harped on people's speech. Malcolm X was a real guy. I don't think Betty Shabazz would have cared about the ramblings of a musician.
Yeah, Ian, you're way out of line on this one.
Yeah.
Way out of line.
No,
and you don't have any music talent because you can't prove it on the phone.
No. I think racism is like cancer. Again, you don't know when you have it. With
Ian,
all due respect.
All right, you heard that, Ian.
You do know when you have it.
Here, using the N-word.
All right.
Any
okay.
African-American activist, it's unacceptable. Ask any African-American person breathing in this country.
How about rappers?
They will not accept it. The rappers, well, hey, you know. The rappers, they deserve their due too. I mean,
no. How about punishment? How about them being boycotted for using the N-word?
Yeah.
Well, look, the bottom line is when you're from the hood, I agree. You could use certain words, but when you're a bit outside, you got to show respect.
Okay, so do you hold rappers
and 10? You don't fuck their women.
Yeah.
You don't drink their wine. You don't steal their booze, and you don't break into their bank account. And that's the bottom line.
All right, so you hold blacks to a lower set of speech standards than you hold whites.
All right,
That's fine.
Hold on. You know, I might try to help you out a little bit because this is very interesting or how would you say interesting? Ian.
Interesting.
Yeah, very good. Fabio in Oceanside. Fabio.
Fabio.
Hey, guys. You're right. Mayor is a ripoff because My Bodies in Wonderland sounds just like Muddy Waters.
Which Muddy Waters song? I know a little Muddy Waters.
Any of them.
You know, Pinetop Perkins is a personal friend of mine.
Who?
The legendary Pinetop Perkins. I was performing in Austin, Texas. Pinetop Perkins in '94 came out to my gig, and I hung with him at BB King's in New York. Pinetop Perkins will tell you right now, using the N-word from a punk like John Mayer, a guy who has no music.
The fuck is Pinetop Perkins?
Never fuck a chick to John Mayer's music. I'll tell you right now. I'll fuck to Muddy Waters. I'll fuck to Hendrix. I'll fuck.
I'd never. Well, hold on. How about
playing Mayer?
Isn't All Along the Watchtower Bob Dylan song?
Oh shit!
What if the other guy doesn't like that music?
Did he write Hey Joe? Is Hendrix
stealing? Hendrix ain't a thief.
I'm not saying he's a thief.
He's just paying respect to the great Bob Dylan and acknowledging Dylan. Mayer, he comes on as if he's invented the guitar. He never pays homage to his predecessors.
Do you think that Zeppelin are thieves? How come you're not attacking Led Zeppelin?
Him too.
How come you're not attacking Led Zeppelin?
Well, hey, Jimmy Page, look, he's a fake. I have no respect for Jimmy Page. I'll blow Page under the table any day of the week.
Yeah?
Well, you're all talk. You can't even prove that you're a musician.
Look, dude, I'll come in with my band one day.
Who's that guy Perkins that you're friends with?
I'll sell more. When I play a show, I sell 100 CDs minimum.
100 CDs.
Mayor, if he plays next to me, he's selling 2 CDs
Ian,
maximum. And it's only for white supremacists.
All right, Ian. Can you do us a favor? Can you call back maybe tomorrow with your saxophone and give us a little something? Because I don't.
I'm on tour now. I don't have my sax.
So
with me.
fucking buy a cheap one and get something done.
Yeah, borrow one.
The phone is $4,000.
All right, you can afford it. You got some. I'm a bit. I have the Jewish in me. I'm tight.
Now, Rocco. I mean, Ian.
My family's from the Holocaust.
Right.
You know, they hid in a cave for 7 years. I ain't partying with my cash too quickly.
Ian, so all right, so you're not a musician.
You know,
I think we can accept
John
that.
wanted to get my money for Haiti.
Yeah.
And look, again, if Wyclef John would have gone up in that earthquake, I'd be
I know,
playing
you said
sax.
that. I want to ask you about Brad and Angelina now. They're suing that tabloid overseas in London, I guess?
Yeah,
for the
News of the World.
for the bullshit rumor that they're breaking up. Are you a little nervous because you're all about these two breaking up?
Well, I said 12 to 15 months, and I'll tell you one thing. I know the reporter very well who wrote the story. His name is James Desborough.
Yeah.
And he's one of the finest reporters I've ever met. And anything that Desborough says, I've never seen him get egg on his face. And let's see how this plays out. You could sue anyone for anything. They're just trying to quiet down the storm. It's all smoke and mirrors. Let's see the end result at the end of the day.
All right, so we got to wait a while.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah,
I reserve judgment on this.
All right,
you still got to go in front of a magistrate and argue this out.
Now, Charlie Sheen, one of his cars ends up over the cliff there. You got anything on that?
Well, that morning I have no idea where Jim Norton was because
Jim Norton
somebody took that car and I don't know, man. A Mercedes Norton. What do you drive, Norton?
I drive a BMW X6. In the spirit of a true gentleman, yet a younger man combined. I should have on fingerless gloves and an ascot because I'm all things together.
What's the best car to pick up chicks in today? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
A hearse.
I think you're right, but I think Sheen might have orchestrated this whole thing for some crazy reason. And, that's just my BS detector going off here because Sheen, all these things just don't add up. Every day it seems to be something else happening. He gets arrested. Now he says he's going into rehab with his...
How do you calibrate that BS detector with everything coming out of your mouth?
And the bottom line is, I think it's just getting too fishy. And
So you're saying
he got judgment on this one. I think it's going to play out a bit, and we're going to find out some details.
You know what it is, Ian? It's like my good friend John Mayer says. I'm just waiting on the world to change.
Mayer, he stole all his lyrics. He stole all his riffs.
I don't believe that.
No, we don't believe
absolutely, he's a thief.
Although he
I
doesn't
don't
call
believe
our
that.
show anymore, I don't
Well,
believe it.
I don't care if he does. I still like John a lot.
I care. I
Muddy
wish he would
Waters,
call our
if
show.
he'd be alive, he'd be suing
All right, hey.
Mayor for plagiarism.
All right, and you're saying right here on our show, Charlie Sheen possibly stole his own car or had his
I'm
own
just
car
saying
stolen.
it just doesn't
Because of your
all
BS
add up.
detector.
Charlie Sheen, he's a compulsive liar. We all know that.
Really?
He's a compulsive drug addict. I think he's a pathological liar.
Really?
This man is a basket case. Him too. I have no idea why they're paying him so much money to be on TV all the time. He marries a woman who was pretty much giving it out for free on the corner of Hollywood and Vine. I mean, something's up.
What year is this?
I mean, who hasn't?
Hollywood and Vine.
What was he giving a love potion number 9?
Yes.
Hey, Ian, we got one.
23 Skidoo.
Ian, we got one of those ends on the line. He wants to talk to you. Jay.
Hey, Ian, man, what gives you the right to tell me as a black man I can't say nigga? Huh?
Okay, listen, don't put words into my mouth, brother. Okay? And listen, take a back seat right now. Because you haven't hung with the great Stokely Carmichael. You haven't hung with H. Brown. You haven't hung with the great Harry Edwards, Nelson Mandela.
Nelson Mandela? You hung out with Nelson Mandela?
He actually got him arrested.
20 years ago today, he was freed,
20 years ago today, and Winnie Mandela is marching the same walk when they got out of that prison.
Oh, yeah? She wasn't too much of a treat, that woman.
Wait, I want to hear Jay. He's losing his mind.
Hold on.
I want to hear Jay. He's losing his mind.
Jay?
Motherfucker, the only thing I hear this Canadian doing is dropping famous names of black people. That's it. I don't hear him actually speaking up for anything else. Sir? Don't put words in my mouth as a black man. If I want to call Anthony a racist fuck with plug hair, I can.
Look, let me tell you something. I'm dating a hot white chick right now. I'm going to give you a night with her if you behave. So let me ask you.
Oh, damn, what a racist.
I'm sorry, Lassa. If I behave, I'll give me a white girl. Fuck you.
When was the last time you had white pussy, dude? You sound so fucking frustrated. That's the bottom line. The interracial sex is the key here. And we all need to fuck different people from different
right, like our listener for this call.
Has never fucked a white woman.
Fucking Kevin from Connecticut goes, You've never hung out with blind Melon Chitlin.
I want Al Sharpton to call in today and let me know if the N-word's acceptable.
Yeah, you get him.
We'd love him to call.
You get him on the phone.
He's a racist fuck too.
Yeah. Maybe Rocco can get him.
The great Al Sharpton, because I'm going to put in a message to Sharpton today. I want a demonstration about Mayor in front of the Playboy office. I want Playboy to get the message. Hugh Hefner, man, why does he have only white women working in those bunny suits? How many black women has he had?
Bunny
suits.
He
once paid LaToya Jackson $8 million.
Yeah.
A one-shot deal. But I've been to the Playboy Mansion. I haven't seen anything darker than myself in that house.
And Ian, when's the last time Playboy been really relevant to a magazine as a skin mag anyway?
Yeah, Ian.
Yeah.
And it's his house. He can invite over whoever the fuck he wants.
Right. Absolutely. Maybe he got tired of little rabbit ears being stolen.
I don't see you with black broads, Ian.
Yeah.
Hugh Hefner's afraid of people's pans.
I don't see you with black broads.
Yeah, where are you with the black broads?
Who in this studio right now has had sex with a black woman?
I'm raising my hands and feet.
What about Anthony? I know Anthony always says,
No.
It was one of my...
I like white women. I like white girls with nice alabaster skin. Alabaster skin!
You've never gone down?
No, why the hell am I going to do that? I don't find them attractive. Sorry. That's just my personal taste.
All right, listen. We got Don in Jersey. Everybody wants in. Don, go ahead. Make it fast, because we got a lot of people that want Ian bad.
Hey, man, the guy's the most famous musician since the history of the fucking world. Where's his CDs? Where's his book of Facebook, YouTube, anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ian.
We want to see some video.
I'll come in with my band, and I'm going to quiet you guys all. You have no fucking idea.
Well, fucking get a saxophone. I want to hear what you could do.
You'll be very shocked. You're going to turn over.
Oh, really?
Have you ever played music, dude? Who am I talking to here? Have you ever played more than a shoebox?
I've been in fucking bands my whole life, motherfucker.
Yeah, sure you have.
Oh, yeah?
He's never been in a band.
Yeah,
I've been in bands my whole life.
All right, let me go to Peter in Massachusetts. Peter, you're on with Ian Halpern, a.k.a. Rocco.
Tom Perkins was a fucking junkie, and he sucks. He can't even play the fucking piano. And you fucking suck, you white-hating fucking Jew bag.
Hey, listen, man. Let me tell you something right now. the state of Israel is about to descend on your house for saying that. You know, one thing. I'm telling you right now, watch what you say in New York about Jews, because Jews, you know, there's a lot of Jews
what is
roaming
a Jew
around.
bag? I don't get it.
They take offense to this. They protect me.
Yeah. All right. Well, a lot of anger out there. Birdman, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey.
Who the fuck are you anyway? Who are you? Or do you play the meat flute?
Yeah, you play the skin flute every night. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something.
Joke.
And listen to me.
Yeah, you're the thief, Ian.
You just stole his joke, Ian.
Stealing his joke. You're stealing his joke.
Yeah.
Hey, me and Mayor, we're both thieves.
Yeah?
Huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you and him, Jim Mayer.
What do you play, brother?
Nothing. Myself.
Nothing? What do you do in life?
Whack off. Pretty much what you do, isn't it? I don't even know who you are.
He sounds like Red.
I'm bored because I don't even know who you are.
Oh, yeah? When was the last time you got laid?
A long time ago. I'm married.
Oh, yeah?
He sounds like Jackie Mason and Red. Come on.
You know, did you I hope you don't have a Steve Townsend disease.
With this douchebag.
Yeah. All right, well...
You're not making many friends or people that agree with you, Ian.
Al Sharpton loves me today.
Al Sharpton does not even know you.
He doesn't know you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going to send you a photo of me and Al Sharpton.
I got one of me and Al, too. I'll Twitter it.
You want me to send it to you right now?
I do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Send the picture of you and Al Sharpton together.
The real Jim Norton at gmail.com.
And what were you doing?
Hold on, folks. Let me get on my computer.
Apologizing.
Wait, let me get on my computer. Are you home, Ian?
Dude, I can't tell you where I am.
Get your fucking saxophone and play us something.
Hold on a second. You say I've never met Al Sharpton.
Yep.
The great Al Sharpton. Slick Willie loves him.
Where did you, what was the circumstance of
Hold
meeting?
on. You made a statement that I've never met.
All right, now I'm saying what was the circumstance?
He finally can prove something.
Yeah.
He finally hit on something he can prove. He's all excited.
Good.
Oh, God.
I have never met Al Sharpton. And what's that email address, Mr. Norton?
The real Jim Norton at gmail.com.
All right, all right, hold on a second here. I'm sending it right now.
Well, I met the guy who stabbed him. What do you think about
Hold on, gentlemen.
He's a big fan of mine, Michael. He's a good boy.
Hold on, here you go. I've never met Al Sharpton.
Here it is.
You said it.
And give me this again, the real...
Oh, my God.
Jim Norton at gmail.com. And if you're a woman with a big clit, feel free to send that as well.
All right, here you go, brother. Check your email.
Okay, I can't right now because I'm on the radio.
Right now, my brother.
Hold on. It takes a minute to go through. Gmail is very slow sometimes. And you're screaming at me. I'm a sweet boy.
Right now, check my...
We're waiting for it to come in, Ian.
I want to hear a machine gun at Norton's feet right now. Do you have a machine gun effect? And start dancing, dude.
Hold on. I'm turning my Gmail on. It takes a minute. I'm on my iPhone.
Let's say hi to Russ in Kansas City as we wait for the email there, Ian. Russ, what do you got?
Man, it's amazing. You got a fucking reporter who's got short-term memory. But here's what I want to know. How do you keep having this fucking... snooty-ass cocksucker Canadian, and he's done everything, and pretty soon he's going to find Amelia Earhart. What kind of bullshit is this?
I fucked with Amelia Earhart. Google it.
Google it.
Mile High Club. I was fucking her, and the plane petered out. I jumped out with a parachute, and she died.
Oh, you got this snooty anti-American.
I want you to come up to Canada. Who is this guy on the phone? I want you to come up to Canada. I'll put you in the woods, and let's see if you can find your way out.
What kind of challenge is that? I'd use GPS. You know, the satellites that America put up so everyone could use them. You know, the satellites America put up so all the world could use GPS. I would just use that. Proud American. Stupid Canadian.
Jimmy, what do you got?
The picture's very slow down on me.
Mad at me. You get my leftovers, dude.
You think I give a flying fuck
language
who you've said you fucked?
Language.
Show me that picture.
You got it?
No, it's very slow.
Dude, what type of internet line does Sirius have there? I mean,
no, it's on my iPhone. I see a picture of Sharpton, but I can't see who's with him.
So far, we can't see if it's you.
Oh yeah, I hear you now.
I can't see who that is.
Give me another.
I don't see it either.
We don't see it either.
It's a guy with a white tie.
There you go.
I cannot. I can't verify that's you.
And look who's below me. Look who I'm with below. In the next photo.
It looks like a picture of Dice and Jesse Jackson. But so what, dude? Dude, I have a picture with Sharpton.
Yeah. Well, hold on. You guys made a statement. I want an apology right now, or I might sue because you said I never met Sharpton.
I never said you never met Sharpton.
Yeah, we didn't. Well, you insinuated.
No one said that. You said, "Oh, you met Sharpton. What are you doing?"
Listen to the show every time I'm on.
I don't believe that you're a good musician. That's all. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
You said you didn't believe I was with Sharpton.
I didn't say...
If you apologize to John Mayer, we'll apologize to you.
Yeah, let's do that.
I want an apology.
Only if you apologize to John.
I will not apologize to blatant racists.
Blatant.
Why?
Blatant racist.
Well, that's what Sharpton is.
It's acceptable to use the N-word. I think people should boycott Mayer, boycott Playboy.
Ian, you got everyone excited today. Could you at least apologize for something today?
Yeah.
For something.
You insulted John on a personal level.
You
That's
apologize
not nice.
for something, and if the
apology...
Hold on, if the apology is...
I apologize for calling Jesse Jackass, because I actually don't mind Jesse Jackson.
Yeah.
That's not the apology I was looking for.
Yeah, no, that's too easy.
Yeah. You should apologize to John.
Yeah.
Look, put Mayer and I on a stage any day of the week, you'll forget the name John Mayer. I'm telling you now.
Well, even if they liked you more, they still remember his name. It's easy to remember.
You think you wouldn't get booed and have stuff thrown at you on a stage that you shared with John Mayer?
I can deal. Mayer's a fake. He's a phony. I've played with the great Pine Top Perkins. I've played with the top musicians from South
Wait, name
Africa.
some of these musicians that you've played with.
Yeah, who's Pine Hat Perkins?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is
Pine
that?
Top Perkins?
Who the hell is he?
His keyboard player.
All right, what else? Who else?
He's still gigging. He's 96 years old. He does 150 gigs a year.
That's racist. Oh, gigs.
Gigs.
How do you spell that?
Ian, that's the only musician you know.
Dude, I'm not going to flip my deck here. I'll shut you up when I come in and play. You guys are going to...
All right, when is the big showdown coming? When are you coming in with your saxophone?
Well, I got to finish up some business here, but I'll be there in the next few weeks. I'll bring in a little quartet with me.
All right, let's do that.
We'll entertain Norton. Make sure you have a chick there, Norton, because when I play steamy sax, man, I don't want you hitting on me.
Google it.
The whole time we've been talking, I've been cutting spoiled meat farts.
Oh, they're so bad.
I just thought that was Jennifer Aniston's pussy. I didn't know the difference. Right, Ian? Right, Ian?
And Aniston,
all right.
I'm going to find out. I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
All right, good. All right. Ian, it's always a pleasure, I think.
Yes.
Peace out, bro.
See you, man.
All right, Ian Halperin, something like that.
We also have Bob Levy and Otto.
We got a break. We got Bob Levy and Otto from Otto and George next. Stay there. All right. What a busy day. In studio, Otto from Otto and George and Bob Levy. We made these guys wait a long time, and I apologize, but that Ian Halpern shit was too good to pass up.
I heard the screaming in the hallway. I loved it.
Yeah, you liked it? He's a lunatic. People fucking hate him, and that's why we have him on the show, I think.
Hate who?
Huh?
Hate who?
It's this guy, Ian Halpern. He does, gossip shit. And he's very entertaining. He really is.
Yeah, as I was riding on the Jersey Transit today with the smell of urine and disappointment on the train, looking forward to my trek up here, getting here just in time to mop up and take the fucking garbage out. Fucking Dr. Zhivago trekking up 6th Avenue here. It's good to be here.
First thing he says to me, you got anything in March?
Yeah.
It's wide open.
Dr. Zhivago.
Yeah, me and Levy drinking coffee. Right now there's a Coke dealer looking to get a paper route somewhere. Fucking save himself.
We used to do so much blow together after the shows. Like, we do pips, and he goes, this is how you know you made it when you do pips. And we leave with $200 each. Yeah. And we go and get blow, and I go, okay, let's do it. And he goes, wait, I got to bring George home first. I'm like, you got to bring the fucking puppet home? We can't just do blow? He wraps him up like he's going to fucking put a bullet in its head with a towel over his head.
Oh, that towel on the head was so creepy.
It was. Really? He'd wrap it up with a towel.
Why did you have to wrap up George's head?
Because I carried him in a duffel bag at that point. I didn't have it in a nice case.
That's how Kennedy looked when they fucking shipped him to Bethesda.
Yeah.
Wow. No more blow for you guys, huh?
Not today. I'm not going to be a pussy like him and quit altogether. Yeah. I mean, there's opportunity sometimes,
Bob always starts to justify his drug use. He'll go like, you know what, if I just don't do coke before 8 a.m., I'm okay. If I could just do it like on the summer solstice.
If I'm
one of those guys.
If I'm tired and I'm on the road and Fan gives it to me, I'm like, you don't turn down a fan.
Or if you solicit it from the audience every 8 seconds.
I'm like, so I was driving on up to the club. Anybody got blow out there?
Yeah.
Jesus. And they just hand it to you. It's nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust that, though. How do you know it's not fucking strychnine?
I'm still fucking alive.
Yeah.
I'll take a chance.
When it's strychnine, I'll take a chance. Fuck it, who cares?
But if you say that, that's like a logical argument, but like someone who's really doing drugs will just justify, well, how do you know the waiter's not poisoning you? All right, good point.
You eat food out of a restaurant.
Yeah, good point. What the hell, right?
You get pissed on by hookers and you're telling me about my fucking habits.
I'm not saying you're wrong. What? Where are they supposed to go? On the floor?
If you saw what went on in most kitchens, you would never eat out in a restaurant again in your life. I remember there was this Greek diner, and the guy used to make the coleslaw by taking a garbage can, not that had garbage in it, but like right from Home Depot, and he put all the cut cabbage and the mayo in there, and then he would mix it with his filthy Greek arms and shoulders.
With all the hair
like
on
all the way up to his armpits, with sweat, fucking disgusting Greek armpit hairs going in.
That's how it gets moist.
Think about that the next time you see that little fucking eye cup of coleslaw they give you.
I hate coleslaw.
It's disgusting.
God, I don't like
never eat it.
Really? You don't like it?
It's fucking. It's an atrocious side dish.
Disgusting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they just have to give you something else.
What about rice pudding? Nasty. Right?
I'll eat rice pudding.
That looks like a 3-day load.
I
You know what I mean? Doesn't it?
I like when the waiter throws it on my back and face.
Put a little on my chin, and I'll be on my way.
Could you force my face into the pudding? I'll enjoy it.
You can't like rice pudding, Otto, can you?
No, it's
all right, good.
Fucking, and I hate midgets.
It's horrendous.
When I see a midget eating rice pudding,
I kicked a midget against a wall at a show. You remember that with Florentine? When we did a show
when you
in
said,
Staten
how
Island.
tall aren't you?
Yeah.
And then the other line.
I was on him all fucking show, and he was probably
great.
about
The midget wanted to kick his
4'10",
ass.
and he comes out of the show and he goes, how about I punch you in the face? And I said, go ahead. And he threw a punch, and I just moved my head a little bit, and he goes, I should get some money. And he threw another punch, and I just side kicked him into the wall, and they threw me out of the club.
The best line, he goes, what do you do during the day other than avoid mouse traps?
He was so fucking mad. But what are you going to do?
Well, wouldn't you be if you had to walk around like that?
Hey, that's it. He shouldn't sit up front. Fuck him.
That's true, too.
He got
He
mad.
couldn't see if he didn't. Poor little guy.
Size of balls.
He fucking leave his sidekick the midget, and he's talking about like he was in Game of Death.
So beware, midgets out there.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Hey, you got a text message from an old friend
Jeff,
you guys were telling me about?
Really? Because I came in to plug a job that he's like friends with the owner. So I told him to tell the owner that I'm going to be on O&A today.
Right.
Just to let him know there's a good plug. So
It's like Otto's using a typewriter. Look, he doesn't even know how to fucking use this thing. Look at him.
I'm primitive, man. You tell O&A that Norris appreciates being blown off and treated like I don't exist after all I did for them fucking jerk-offs.
Holy shit. About?
What is that? That's true anger in there.
The last time we saw Jeff Norris, we just got back to Satellite, and he came in to say hi, because, we went away for a couple of years. Came in, and he was having such a bad appearance that he actually said live on our show, well, I'm just here to say hi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did he?
And that was the last time, and we didn't trash him or nothing.
Right.
And that was the last time we saw him.
All the great things. What, like bruising my windpipe right before I went on vacation?
Really? Did he?
Demonstrating what he did to somebody.
Did he really?
He just, we were down at Caroline's, and he's like, yeah, this guy comes up to me, and he starts giving me shit, so I just, took the crook of my hand right between the thumb and pointer finger, and just went, bam! And he hit me in the throat. I went like,
oh, get out of here.
I go down on one knee, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's your bread and butter.
I didn't know.
He doesn't know his own strength.
He's like Kong.
The big white gorilla.
No, don't worry. That's high tensile steel, ladies and gentlemen.
Otto came up with Big White Gorilla.
Yeah.
For that reason. Can we get him on the phone? Let's hash this out.
Baby Gorilla. I got his number here.
Fucking let's hash this out. I want to see what his problem is.
I seen him in the summer. Last summer, I was at a diner, and he walked in. And I think he was doing, like, construction now or something like that.
Oh, yeah?
So he's not doing gigs anymore?
I don't know.
Yeah, he works all the time.
Hey, Chris.
Hi.
Chris and PA, thanks. Thanks. Now I'm officially done with coleslaw because of Otto. Yeah.
Oh, that is a
I'm telling you.
great visual of some big hairy Greek with his armpits.
Fucking Vic Tayback.
Oh, God damn.
I'll never forget that.
That's
Mixing it with his arms all the way up to his shoulders.
Very good. You want the coleslaw? What do you, peas and carrots?
You gotta get down to the bottom.
Yes, mix it good.
I fuck your mother in the ass already. I fuck your mother in the ass already.
This how we make it Greek. This how Greek make it.
Yeah.
And then fuck the ass.
Broccoli, cauliflower, and kill you.
All right, old Nazis, get your armpits out of my food.
Exactly. Big savage forearms.
Disgusting, I know.
And who orders like fish at a diner?
There's no way.
Cow fresh.
Burgers
that
and
shit.
eggs.
My wife's from
It's like,
Cleveland.
eggs,
she
burgers,
goes, well, you
whatever.
going to get a steak when you go to the diner with your son? I go, who gets a fucking steak at a diner? She goes, I never went to a diner.
Oh.
I go, what are you talking? How have you never been to? We don't have diners in
Never been to a
Cleveland.
diner.
I go, where is this fucking place, Cleveland, that has no fucking diners?
Diners
Breakfast.
are really a New York thing. You get outside New York, you don't see a lot of. Well, you guys know you travel.
I'm always
Jersey's
at a fucking
got
diner.
Yeah, you're right.
somewhere.
Denny's-
Jersey has them.
Denny's is what they have.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
They
But it's
don't
like,
have a
I can
traditional
understand
diner.
eggs, some bacon, whatever the fuck, breakfast, but then they got these things like, what am I going to get, halibut? I'm going to get fucking, the swordfish. This is delicious.
Yeah, I know.
We caught this
if
last
they have
year.
a lot of seniors that eat there, then you might have a chance of not getting fucking poisoned. Yeah.
What, they like the fish?
Yeah.
Seniors?
They don't want to die, so they eat
And
a lot
then
of
you
fish.
always get whenever the old fucks are sitting there, you always get the hospital or medical conversation starts right in the table next to you.
Yeah.
Did you hear? Oh, yes, it was horrible. They had to cut out his gallbladder, and then they found the cancer. And I'm like trying to fucking eat, and they're talking about fungus and shit. And never once have I gone into a diner where some old fucking bags weren't sitting next to me or behind me, where they didn't start talking about their fucking failing bodies.
The bone marrow is dripping out of my ankle as we speak.
I got that. Well, they put a drain in because the pus can't remain in my body.
And I finished that coleslaw.
That's it.
Yeah, the coleslaw, I'm done.
And I couldn't move, and the orderlies were getting on top of me, one after the other. It was like the Fat Boys movie.
Hey, I don't think we're going to get a Jeff Norris on the phone today.
Spewed him on the eggs.
What the fuck, Jeff?
He's
Come
not
on.
calling?
They're trying to call him.
What do we got on Jeff Norris? Just talking to...
get you out.
He does these impersonations. I swear, you would think it was the real people.
That's right.
He's bringing his father into the hospital right this.
Oh, Jesus!
Really?
What's wrong with his father?
He didn't want to say, but I gave him the number here, so he'll call in.
Was he at a diner complaining?
Yeah, exactly. We can't rip him apart if he's taking his father to the hospital.
Yeah, really.
Jeez.
They couldn't have ruined the moment any worse
I
than
know.
that. I know.
Maybe he just came up with that. Maybe he doesn't want to fucking do it.
Maybe he heard the diner talk and he figured he'll get out of it.
Yeah, get out of it that way.
Get out of this shit.
Jerry Langford, I want your autograph. You should get cancer. I hope you get cancer.
Oh, did you say hello to my grandson?
Yeah.
Was his name Milton?
Yeah.
He's in the hospital.
We
He's a
followed
big
your
fan
whole
of
career. I'm a little busy. I hope you get cancer. You should only get cancer.
Fucking movie.
That's great, right? That fucking look Jerry gives her.
I don't know. Now we got Cleveland people calling. Andy in Cleveland. Andy.
And it's to come to our defense, we do have some diners in Cleveland. It's just the translation for Ohio is family restaurant. They don't call them diners. There's three of them near my house.
That's fun.
Well, they have like a Stuckey's or like what are some of the names of these?
Oh God, Stuckey's is a chain that's been like on since the mid '80s. But they got like around Cleveland.
Stephen S. from Bay
Thank you.
I
really was gearing up for an awful fucking dissertation.
I got a sock called Stuckos.
We got Jeff Norris update. His father is sick with disappointment over his son's career.
Oh, no, stop.
So we had to rush him to the hospital.
God, he's going to be here for like 2 months.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh, here comes another text. Norris, fucking call us tomorher then if you're listening.
Rinky dink into the call.
Hash this out. We love Norris.
Hey, yeah, I mean, he's a good guy.
A Jew broad.
He hasn't.
So
he hasn't talked to us in years, but it's like he should call up then. Like who we are supposed to reach out?
Well, that's what it is. You reach out to the show to go on.
That we haven't seen
I told
in fucking
him that.
years.
I go.
Where's the We Deliver Keggers girl?
I go. They're doing a show that takes up all their time. You think they're thinking about you? They're busy living their lives.
Well, we think about them.
Yeah.
We talk about them, just not on the air.
Oh, okay.
We're just not going to call them.
Yeah, exactly. We're not going to call them or have them on the show or even talk to them probably. But
the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Hey, run on. Let's say hi to Footer. Footer.
Yo, what's up, boys? Hey, I just want to say, fucking Levy and fucking Otto, you guys are the fucking best. And it's a shame because, like, you guys just come in there, you're fucking organically funny. No fucking act, no bullshit.
Thanks, punching out.
Mainstream America has no fucking idea.
Thanks,
I mean,
man.
like, no offense, but you know what I mean? You guys aren't fucking like these.
No offense, but you're unknowns.
Yeah, that was kind of a backhanded compliment. I can't believe you two are abject failures. You guys are great.
Guess what these two failures thought about outside? We're going to go on tour together.
Yeah.
You've never done that before?
We work a couple times together, and it just works out great because we're two vile, disgusting people on stage, but people love us. So
We did that gig a few months ago. I didn't like going on after you. It was too much already.
Well, whatever.
The MC
We'll switch
said
it up.
cunt in the first 30 seconds. By the time I get up there, it's like...
I don't say the C word.
It's like the.
No. Yeah,
I say the C word. I say like that.
I prefer like a Seinfeld before me. Not that he's going to open. I mean, that brand.
Prima Donna over here.
Cunty, cunt. Cuntly.
Tonight, Otto and Jerry Seinfeld live at fucking...
No, but you want somebody who's different. I know what you mean. Like, I like to have Amy Schumer because she's really funny, but she's totally different. So you want someone different than you in front of you because then it's like not two guys doing the same vibe.
Why don't you guys rotate who goes on first?
Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter.
That's a good fucking show, I'm telling you right now.
It is a good show. And he's fucking already whining. We didn't even put it together.
Yeah, really. What the fuck?
I was watching that fucking Ron White. I mean, he's a good stand-up, but I was like, his audience is, he's filming it like in Texas, and his whole routine is about how people in L.A. suck. Or of course they're gonna fucking, how safe can you play?
Them goddamn street walking, concrete walking, shoe wearing motherfuckers. I understand.
We got a book reader. Oh, you did that. You were talking
seventh grade. What?
Wait, you did that talking about Jesse Jackson called New York Hymietown.
Yeah.
Fucking Chris Rock had the greatest line in Comedy's Dirtiest Dozen. He goes, when Jesse Jackson was running for president, he goes, really confused rednecks. They go, all my life I wanted to vote for a Jew hater, turned out to be a nigger. Is that great?
Is that great?
Yeah.
That's funny.
You can't say, like, you guys were arguing before about that. I got into a fight with a black guy in the audience because I was busting his balls.
Was he black?
And he goes,
A midget?
No, he wasn't a midget this time, so I took him on. And I was just busting his balls. And he goes, that's racist. And I go, don't play that fucking racist card. I go, look, I'm a Jew. I go, what did you do? You picked cotton a few years. I go, we were thrown in fucking ovens. That's a little fucking worse than fucking picking cotton, motherfucker. And the audience was on my side finally, you know? You know how they always turn on you? Like, they're like, oh my God, the fucking crazy white racist. You know what I mean? I'm not...
like Michael Richards.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not...
Look how the audience turned on.
Well, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, but I fucking knew what I was doing, and I fucking turned it on.
Why did he call you a racist?
Because I was busting his balls.
Yeah.
Was he any different than anybody else? I go, what makes you different? I go, if you don't want to be different, get 100 like everyone else on a fireman score to be a fireman, all right? Do you want to be a policeman? Get 100 instead of a 90, And I fucking beat his ass down.
Wow. Yeah.
Fuck that shit. I hate this racism shit. Everybody wants to be the same. Women want fucking equal rights. Fuck you. Then stop fucking stealing our kids, you fucking cunts. I see my kid 2 hours a fucking week. You know what I mean? Do I got a chance of winning him over? He doesn't want to fucking see me anymore.
Shit.
It's fucking horse shit.
That's a lot of pressure. In 2 hours, you got to make a good impression.
You got to make up for all the asshole talk she did about you.
Exactly. I'm like, you know what we're going to do today? We're going to go to a baseball game. You're going to meet fucking Ryan Howard. I'm going to take you to the mall, buy you everything you fucking want, and then you can fuck me in the ass, and I'm going to bring you home. I mean, what can you do in 2 hours to win over all the hate that she gave you the whole week?
Why only 2 hours?
Because my lawyer's a fucking asshole, and he was a fan of mine. You ever get a lawyer that's a fan of yours?
No.
That's what I did. And he's like, oh my God, look, it's Bob Levy. They're taking pictures with me. And next thing you know, I'm living in the basement for fucking 4 years, paying $5,000 a month.
Bob, but what is the court saying you did? Because the 2 hours a week, that's...
Nothing. That's the thing. They said instead of paying $4,000 a month.
More time at the fucking cellar. her.
Well, Norris would get more time with my kid or on this show. But I'm saying is that...
And she kills you if you're late, right?
With the check? I haven't...
No, getting the kid back.
I'm there early. I get everywhere early.
You shouldn't have pumped any babies out.
Well, that was... You don't know that the women are going to do this to you afterwards.
Yeah.
They want to be equal, but they don't want to be equal when it comes to them getting slammed down. Right. She goes, you're going to pay for my lawyer if we go back to... I'm not paying for your fucking lawyer. I go, well, when are you going to stand on your own? You know, it's the fucking women. They're ruining guys. They're ruining kids' brains. They're growing up. They fucking hate their father. You know, I'm a fucking pretty nice guy when I'm not drunk and on coke.
Yes.
You know, and
fucking doing bumps with the kid. Here you go.
A couple more years, right? He's getting there. He's getting there.
I was going to get a tattoo of an Ellis's show for fucking, to get him a Tony Hawk bike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I'm like, fuck it. You know, I'm not fucking doing this.
How much is a Tony Hawk bike?
I could have bought it. You know what I mean? But it was just a fact of me doing it for my son. Out of fucking respect.
He'll be a teenager soon. He'll come to your shows. It'll be things will work out.
To my shows.
Yeah.
What kind of kids go to your show?
Yeah. Why? I was always wondering why Dad's breath smelled like blue cheese. I thought he was just a big salad eater.
You still do that?
No, I retired.
You retired the blue cheese bit? You want to explain to the people that have never seen your Bob, the blue cheese bit? It's classic.
At the end, it started in South Carolina with me and Florentine. There was some black chick at the bar, and we were offering her money to eat something out of her ass. So I think we came out with $38. She looked like Whitney Houston. She was pretty hot.
Wow.
And they had the package of blue cheese. So Jim, squirted in her ass, and I ate it out of her ass. We gave it a $38. And then the next night, it got onto the radio, and the whole audience had like blue cheese bottles. And then it started from there.
How many times have you done it?
Thousands.
No.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you. Thousands.
Is that true, Jimmy?
Oh, it's definitely. It was
certainly true.
Get me a development deal, truthfully.
I can't see my son?
Yeah. I'm telling you, Thousand Islands reps in here.
People say that. Why don't you sell blue cheese after the show?
Now I understand the 2 hours a week, Bob.
I know.
I think that might have came up in court.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go with Wishbone. They're going to buy me T-shirts.
She would take videos off of YouTube and that shit and try to get me in trouble. I mean, that has nothing to do with fucking me as a person.
Use your act. That's the worst.
She's a malignant cunt.
Language.
Wow. This is my home.
But I guess I won't be seeing my son. Like, I give up. I can't win him over in 2 hours, so I'm going to wait.
How does he treat you? What is he just like,
it's like, I go here. Look, my wife got you.
He fumbles with the gun as you're shot after buying Coke at an Apple stand.
I got to go into this building, keep the car running. No, but it's like in the 2 hours. What the fuck were we just talking about? How he is
Dominic.
How is he with you?
Oh, he's great with me. But then, like, I go, we got him a shirt from the Cleveland Hall of Fame, Rocket and Hall. I go, let's go there next summer if you want to go there. And then he's thinking, he goes, what about the year after? And I'm like, I give up. You know what I mean? He doesn't even want to do anything with me. It's like I'm this bad guy that moved out of the house. It's my fault that your fucking mother was a cunt that I had to move out. You know what I mean?
Wow. You didn't say that to him, I hope.
No, I wrote it down. I wanted him to.
How old is he?
He's 10.
Oh,
but it's so hard for me to win him over. I can't win him over, and I just got to give up.
How old was he when you two split?
I've been out of the house for like 3 years, and I've lived in the basement for like 4 before that. So, I mean, I tried to stay as long as I can to raise my son. And he loved me when I was there and getting my ass kicked every day, living in the basement with fucking cockroaches. But,
There's roaches down there?
No, it was a cricket, but same thing. They're hard to get, But I did this for my son, and now I move out, and I figure, he'll just be with my new wife, and all of a sudden it's fucking, he hates her because she helped him with the homework, and he went home to her and said it, and they just turned. They're just fucking evil people. When a baby comes out of a woman, it takes all the happiness out of them. It just makes them into a miserable fucking bitch. It sucks all the happiness out of the room of a woman's car.
What we need is more love in the world, that fucking cunt.
It's the truth, man. Ask any divorced fucking guy that's suffering and paying all this money for what? For a woman that wants fucking rights, that wants to, why can't you get a job? Oh, well, I'm used to this lifestyle. Hey, you're driving a better car than me. What the fuck have you done on stage, you stupid bitch?
Well, that's always the case. It's like, you pay out money, and it's like, well, what did you do?
Yeah.
I was the one going to work, doing this, doing that, and I'm the one that's got to pay out money. And
Richard Pryor was on the Carson show.
It doesn't.
He goes, in my last divorce, I had to give her $20 million. Bitch ain't told one joke. Carson fucking fell off.
Yeah.
Carson got beat up that way too, I'm sure.
Everybody does. It's all of a sudden, it's like, look, women's right. Everybody's
fucking courts just allow it.
And the courts, that's the judge. I hope the fucking next time they fucking smash that fucking mallet on it, it comes off and fucking hits him right in the eye. It breaks in half and fucking takes his eye out. Because they're all cocksuckers. The judges and the fucking lawyers. They fucking...
I've said it on the show plenty of times. You think, you go into it with this mindset that it's going to be testimony and you're going to hear this side of the story and that and be able to get everything out there. It's all pre-calculated slide rule. You're just there for fucking, to watch yourself get fucked.
Exactly.
Because they already have it all figured out. Divorce is a formula for them.
Yeah.
You made this much, she was this many years, this, that. Here, pay her this. And you can't even go like, look, Your Honor, I'd like to explain how the situation. Explain what?
Yeah.
No, sit here. You pay this. Shut the fuck up. Get out.
And then she goes, I need a little more than what the formula is.
Yeah, exactly.
A little more.
Oh, and they'll let her talk and
exactly,
get more,
because she can't lose her lifestyle that I created for her.
Accustomed to. Yet your lifestyle that you became accustomed to can go down the shitter.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta chop smaller lines now. I'm drinking Mr. Thrifty vodka. So my kid can go to college. I'm drinking
Gordon's vodka.
God damn, man.
Thrifty vodka.
You guys got a tour together.
Oh, we
got to figure it out.
I got to bring my own booze to the clubs from now on. Remember we had to sneak in booze to clubs because fucking in the beginning? Fucking women.
You're a funny guy, though, man. Nobody's faster with an ad lib. You fucking kill me.
I love you.
How tall?
The vodka line was pretty damn good, though.
That was.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Sounds like a real case of frickin' freck.
Oh, put on your bunny suit. I fucking whacked off to that picture.
How could you not? My fucking bulge was very impressive.
This stupid bunny suit.
He's cute.
Yeah.
He's cute.
I said I wish you were here. I should have been blowing somebody at the end of The Shining.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Ma. I don't want to put this on.
Put on your little piggy mask and fucking suck someone's dick at the Overlook.
Hey, nigga. When Nicholson, when he goes a nigger cook, he almost sounds like Paul Lynde. He goes, a nigger. He almost does a little fucking Charles Nelson Riley there. A nigger.
Every time that part comes on in that movie, it's just
great.
like, God damn, Nicholson delivers that line.
Oh, it's great.
How the fuck did he do
that? The whole idea of the conversation is that there's been a little avocado spill.
Oh, yeah.
And now I have to quietly talk you into murdering your wife and son with an axe.
You get this little water, sir.
It's just, I like the fact that he goes, I know you. You're Delbert Grady. You chopped your wife and your daughters up, and then you blew your brains out.
Yeah.
Like, gotcha.
I don't recall that.
I don't recollect that at all.
Gonna go to the goose liver pate soiree. What does he call it? A goose?
The goose and duck soiree.
Yeah.
Soiree.
He's just kind of
talking
Let me just take my bourbon and avocado right back to the bar.
They're all fucking well dressed in suits and tuxedos. He's dancing through in a fucking like a burgundy denim jacket. Unshaven.
I like how he goes, his son needs a talking to, perhaps a bit more.
Oh,
it goes from talking to him to chopping him up with an axe.
Yes.
No, Delbert didn't have much gray area.
Yeah, not even a spanking.
Yeah.
We think you should really open the boy up with an axe.
Yeah.
Make him eat the coleslaw first.
Yeah.
Then we'll cut him.
Yeah, you got ham hocks, 20 legs of lamb, and coleslaw. With Greek armpit hair.
You got your kern flakes.
Worst excuse ever. She's like, how did you know we call him Doc?
Yeah.
Well, he looks like a Doc.
He looked like a Doc.
What's your favorite food? French fries, you honky motherfucker.
Who's Tony? He's the little boy who comes in my mouth.
It was a great movie.
No.
What the fuck? Jesus.
fucking talk about that movie. It's great.
I am holding in, by the way, such a shit. I'm not going to
really? Is it gonna be good? Is that why your farts have been like noxious?
It's one that starts like, you ever shit, every time you swallow, it passes over the log?
Fucking, your farts have been like when you're stuck in that French tunnel where the truck exploded. I can't breathe. It's awful.
The air's just going over it now.
I've been on some car trips with him where it was horrible.
It's just horrendous, right?
Skunk vomit smell.
Oh, fucking the other day, I'm leaving the garage, and
he does this
as I'm getting in, I look at the passenger door. He's got it open. His ass is in there, and he's fanning from his ass into my vehicle, and then just shuts the door. And now I'm stuck with Jimmy fart smell all the way down fucking 47.
Yeah, cut a nice fucking gasser in his truck. A little something to take with you.
Yeah, here you go. Memories of me.
It was an easy pass.
I don't even have to open the window with this easy pass.
We lost CBS, by the way. They came in to do a little B-roll during all that really blue material.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Instead of B-roll, now it's going to be a featured piece.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what's happening on your radio station.
Pigs.
Did you know what happens even on satellite? The most offensive. Blah, 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 shut up.
Man, they picked the perfect time to come in here and do a little B-roll. Holy shit. And they fleed. They didn't even say goodbye.
I think that was more like N-roll.
I have to do an interview with them.
Really?
It's just, CBS.com.
Oh, very good.
They probably want to know about really good-looking people in comedy.
Okay, faggot. What's next?
So, Otto, when we hit the road, me and you.
Come back. I didn't do my cunt and Hernandez.
Are you doing a gig with Valby?
Yeah, I am.
You and Valby's good, too. Sorry, Bob, but you're out.
Oh, sorry, I don't have a
He's
piano.
He's too much of a lone wolf. I can't get him to do anything other than...
Dude, we tried to get him on that stupid comedy tour of ours, and he'd rather play a shithole in the middle
He's a strange,
in the middle of nowhere.
strange person.
There's a lot of strange people in this
We
business.
love the guy, but Jesus, John, wake up.
He told HBO to fuck themselves when they were just starting out and they needed comedians. HBO, of all people.
Really?
Yeah. What is it? Starland Ballroom on February 19th will be me and John Valby.
That's, a week from tomorrow, or
For reservation, 732-238-5500.
Where's the Starland Ballroom?
It's a great show.
It's Sayville. It's a good rock
So you
club.
should come in here and do a little something, too, next week. Fuck yeah, try to get him in here.
Maybe
you
that
come back with
afternoon
him
on Friday.
Yeah. Bring the coleslaw.
We don't do afternoons anymore.
Friday morning. I'll try for Thursday or Friday morning.
I love Valby, man.
We love him.
I'll tell him he can sleep at my house. That's no problem.
I'm sure that's a big sell.
I got a picture of him where he's sleeping on the couch waiting to go on our show.
Was he really?
He just in that big studio we had. He just slept in the corner until we were ready for him.
I love him. I love Valby.
What I love about him, he'll do a gig on Long Island in the middle of a fucking blizzard and then drive back to Buffalo right after the gig. He
never stays. He
don't give a shit.
Right back in the car.
He gets Ron to drive him home in that fucking van that looks like it's going to explode at any moment.
Maybe he's a crazy OCD or something, you know?
He does not fly, and he wants home by Sunday.
Wait, he doesn't fly?
No, he doesn't fly. He wants to be home for football. He's a big football fan.
Remember we used to do Buffalo, and you you had all that energy from the show, and you go, why go back to the room? Just drive, and then tomorrow you don't spend the whole day in the car.
That's true. Yeah, but I don't know. I have a nice picture of John Valby.
Hey, that same night, February 19th, I'm doing Jimmy C's in Tom's River. Jimmy C's Comedy Club is in Tom's River. That's a... Fuck, I'm here to plug. 10 o'clock show. And it's all on my...
We're going to do 2 shows.
I'm doing a double header.
Jimmy C's in Tom's River. That's in Tom's River.
And if you look it up on the map, it'll be Tom's River.
Jimmy C, don't get that pod.
Make him a big star.
It's perfect for him.
Oh, thank God.
Just to show you I'm not a hard.
Then Jimmy C comes along with his gig in Tom's River.
Chunks. And you get the hell out of here.
He books a ventriloquist just to make me look ridiculous.
All right.
John Peasy comes in with his puppet.
With his puppet and his white makeup charm.
I love how Waltz was like, he kind of loosened up. He's like, hey, Tom, you should have told me. And as he's talking, it turns into, now get the hell out of here. Like, wait, Tom's just eating his food. Guy's getting just more pissed off.
I know.
It started off nice. Hey, Tom,
he doesn't react
you
at
should
all.
have told me who you
just
worked
goes,
for.
the Don likes bad news immediately. Thank you for a pleasant evening. And spitting pierogies on me while you were doing your memorized little speech there.
And the best part is that Waltz goes, I'm not a hard-hearted man. And they cut it out. But the girl he had fucked upstairs was 12. That little pony birthday party he was involved in, I don't think they cut that out. But that's what Waltz was doing when Tom Hagen arrives. He's having a party for one of his big stars. He's giving this 12-year-old girl a pony. And then he walks away and he goes, my Kraut, my friend. And then later in the apartment, you see that girl's mother making her go into a bedroom. And the girl is crying. So you know he had fucked a 12-year-old girl.
That's in the book.
The book tells you that, too. But the movie originally
that would have made Waltz a lot more despicable.
But that's cut out of the movie. But they did shoot it. And you can see it on the DVD extras.
I wonder why they cut it out.
Oh, they shot the scene.
Oh, yeah, you could see it. You could see the girl. You could see it. Yeah, so you know he was fucking this little girl.
I wonder why they cut that, though.
Don't know. I mean, who needs fucking a bunch of boners in the theater?
And the Luca Brasi fucking baby in the fucking
furnace store.
What he did in that book, they could never film. It was too brutal.
Shit.
Yeah, horrible. Wow.
Yeah, what a fucking...
You never got the picture of how brutal Luca Brasi was. Because he's dispatched almost immediately in that movie.
Yeah.
What a great
He's
strangulation.
a dummy,
Yeah.
and then gets choked.
Yeah.
He thinks he's being all wise and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I want to work for you.
That's why he goes, I hope your first child is a masculine child, because he is the girl who had a daughter, and he threw it in the fucking furnace.
Yeah, why do you want that?
Jesus.
Don't need a fucking daughter.
He said he
Luca Brasi, for fuck's sake, throw her in the fire.
He said he didn't want his offspring.
I'm out of wood.
Yeah, truthfully.
He didn't want to breed. That was why he did it,
He didn't want to breed.
Yeah, he didn't think his offspring should be...
He was wise. Big dummy.
I could have put him up for adoption, but fuck it.
I know, Luca really didn't handle that well. Apparently he was pro-life, no abortion. He didn't believe in abortion.
Yeah.
A little white girl was easy to get rid of, you know.
Yeah,
come on.
It's called Angelina and Brad or something.
Don't encourage him.
That new retarded thing.
Don't encourage him.
Can I get some water in here? Fuck.
I know. Where's our staff? Where's E-Rock?
Most of them didn't make it in today.
How about some water for our guests?
Water for the guests, though.
That was a real mustache?
Stupid pig.
No,
come on. Wow, you look nuts.
He does.
Well, those are birthday announcements on local TV. It's a whole thing the fans are doing. It's classic.
Crazy with him.
He looks like the Greek guy doing the coleslaw.
People speculate that...
You get the garbage pail and mix. No, deeper. You must touch bottom of pail.
Yeah.
Here comes your water. Kenny's bringing it in.
Yeah.
Yes,
Can kill you.
Kenny is...
I never thought you guys would get thirsty.
He's gingerly walking the water.
Yeah, look at him. Don't want to shake it up.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Hello, Kenny. How are you today?
Don't hit me with a flashlight or a slapper.
He was teaching us all
Kenny,
these
get on,
techniques. We were talking about weapons, and I go, is this legal? And he goes, no. And I'm like, I ordered it. I mean, if you can get it on the web. I mean,
it should be legal if it's on the web, right?
What is it, an old 50s
No, brass
sap?
knuckles.
Yeah.
Brass knuckles.
Oh, no,
It's illegal, I found out.
Yeah,
Kenny,
the
are
old
the brass knuckles illegal, Kenny?
What are they called in law enforcement? Why can't you have them? Brass knuckles.
No, they are an unlawful weapon.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because what other purpose could it have other than shattering every bone in someone's face?
It's for protection.
Yeah.
What if you're walking down the street and a couple...
It's good for mixing coleslaw. You put 5 on each hand and mix it very good.
Yeah, break up cabbage very good.
Yes.
Cabbage don't pay in time, you hit the blackjack.
You punch first.
Punch, very good, you punch. Make a tenderized fish, been here a week. Very good.
Yeah.
Kenny, give us one in my day. I love Kenny's in my day stories.
Ah, the old.
You got
days.
one
the one with the
On the job.
slapstick?
Yeah.
That slapstick
what's that
thing?
thing?
There's a flat foot back in the old days.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, of course.
You did on honeymoons. Cover up your face, Rob. What do you tell me to cover every in his stomach? With a slapper?
Slapper.
And I've heard
Okay, you've heard.
that certain guys would carry a slapper.
Yeah.
It's like a blackjack, but it's only flat, you know?
Blackjack. Beating, please.
It's a leather strap with a lead ball at the end.
Nice. Oh,
right.
shit.
Yeah. It was good to tune people up.
Would it really hurt most suspects?
Oh my God.
I'm saying, could a person whack somebody in the head with that thing and they're still fighting?
No. I've heard guys.
With a blackjack, all you have to do is like this, and you shatter the guy's entire kneecap just by doing that much force.
You just touch him with that thing.
The whole kneecap.
It's like, isn't the handle almost like spring-loaded too?
Yes, there are spring-loaded ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Those are called Texas slap'ems.
Oh, okay. You've heard. So you've heard.
Yeah, like one time there was a call, and it was a burglary to a house.
Yeah.
And the cops pulled up, and they found these two guys in the backyard of a house. But really, they were just walking home. They were all fucked up, drunk, coked up, and they went to piss in the guy's backyard.
Yeah.
You know, they weren't breaking in, they were pissing.
Yeah, but pissing.
And the cops got startled by him, so they threw him up against the car, and then those guys got a little lippy. So one cop had a mag light, and the other cop had a slapper. And they were just like trying to get them to comply.
Whatever happened? Can you get out of the yard, please?
Yeah.
Put your dick away.
Yeah.
And the one cop that had the slapper might have hit that guy so many times that he actually busted the seams of the leather strap.
No way.
And had to take the slapper to a shoemaker to get it stitched up.
I was just looking at it, and he ran into my slapper.
Yeah.
15 times.
And then, like diligently, how you ask questions after you give him a beating. Right? Because the guy got hit so many times, he just gave up. He just didn't want to get hit no more.
Yeah.
Wow. And then, like, we found out it was like an innocent thing. Like, they were just walking home from a party.
We're the landscapers. We're here to cut the lawn. You just beat the fuck out of us.
Yeah.
Now mow my lawn, you asshole.
So then, like, the cops were nice enough.
My slapper.
The cops were nice enough to, like, drive the kids home.
You should have seen his pencil and tin cup go flying.
But then, like, I heard that the one cop was like really scared because, like, the kid got hit so many times in the head. And he was like all fucked up. What if he like went home and went to sleep and never woke up again?
Yeah.
You know, so I heard that cop was like
short bereavement around your precinct. Which guy in that story aren't you?
I think he's all three.
I knew. Serial number on the slapper is.
This is hypothetically.
I got ethics and integrity.
Yeah.
Thank God he had dropped the small caliber weapon before we hit him. That was untraceable.
Yeah. I don't believe in street justice.
Ensued.
Kenny doesn't do street justice, right? No street justice.
They're not saying ensued and vehicle.
Vehicle.
Yeah. And the perpetrators, you know, they always fell up the steps going into the precinct. Yeah.
They did.
Very clumsy perps.
Yes. How did that happen?
It was poor design.
And you guys would probably hold on to him to try to help him up the stairs, and they would always fall down.
They never shoveled those fucking things.
No.
They never iced them.
Cops are there to protect and serve.
Yes.
So Walking Tall was a musical comedy for you, right?
Had a boner watching it.
It's like My Fair Lady.
You cannot get old school police work like that anymore. Oh, my God.
Rodney King ruined the face of police work.
They're all scared shitless now, not only losing their jobs, but going to jail. Now you're a cop in jail. You're going, I was just tuning some guy up with my slapper.
Because everybody's got phones now.
And there's cameras everywhere.
That's what it is. You can't beat up people like that anymore.
They didn't have cameras in your day, right, Kenny?
No.
Thank God I'd be in the penitentiary right now.
Yeah.
Allegedly, they have.
Think of how much ass you'd get, though. Big Kenny just fucking new fish.
Kenny's a big bottom.
Believe me, I'd be the slut of the...
I brought my slapper.
The C-block slut, is that you?
Oh, yeah.
They'd all use their black slappers on his face.
I couldn't get enough of it.
The town pump.
He'd have mushroom prints on his cheeks.
Hey, we got JD in Texas. This is very strange. JD, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm retired now, but we had an old boy that ran from us up this hill, and he really pissed us off. So the damnedest thing happened. We're taking back the car. He kept on falling into trees and running into trees. And we took him in front of the magistrate. She said, "What the hell happened to him?" I said, "I don't know. I guess he kept on falling down that whole hill, kept on hitting trees, and that's what he's got all the cuts and stuff on him for."
I hope the tree's all right.
Was it Sonny Bono?
Yeah.
What's that fucking? What's he talking about? Trees?
Well, the perp fell into random.
Yeah, he fell a bunch of times.
He caught a beating.
No, he fell into
the
trees.
perpetrator fell a bunch of times.
A chase ensued wherein me and my partner, it was 2 Caucasians and a white guy.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, you're going to get this phone call, and I think we should. Dan in Denver. Dan?
Hello, Opie. Hey, Kenny, it's motherfuckers like you that want us to put hollow points in every fucking motherfucker like you and your stupid fucking bully brothers. You fucking cocksucker.
Well, he was saying hypothetically. Kenny was saying He's gone.
You scale.
What does he mean?
Kenny was saying hypothetically.
He sounds like he doesn't like police.
He doesn't like police.
He was fucking justifying shooting cops with hollow points because of your little stories.
Yeah. That guy's a white supremacist, you could tell.
Yeah. Kenny's unflappable. You're not going to upset him with a phone call.
Yes, no.
Unless you're pleasant to him.
Yeah. That throws him.
He doesn't know how to handle it.
Yeah.
God damn, all right. I don't think it's going to be better than that.
Goddamn Kenny and his
I love
old
Kenny's
stories. I just picture like the 50s.
Oh, man.
You know, the old revolvers, snub-nosed revolvers. I mean, you ain't taking me, copper.
Yeah.
McCluskey had Kenny transferred out of his precinct.
Yeah.
He doesn't handle himself well. Too cranky.
You were
Too
asking him
violent
about
for me.
shotguns before. What kind of shotgun? How do you can't shoot a deer with a shotgun, can you? You know, and no, because there would be fucking holes. You shoot, how can you miss a deer with a shotgun with the pellets? Really? Yeah. There's no fucking way. And Kenny, what kind of bullets were you saying that are in there?
A slug.
Yes,
in Jersey, you only use a slug.
So you can't use the spray and just
right,
fucking...
no buckshot.
Who wants to shoot a little fat animal?
You know what you could do, though, with buckshot rounds?
Yeah.
You take right around the brass on the bottom, you take a pocket knife, and you cut the plastic of the shotgun, and then you load the shell in there, blam, the whole fucking thing comes out of the barrel, plastic and all. It's like a howitzer. It's full of shot. The wadding keeps the fucking shot in there, and the plastic full of shot goes flying like a fucking rocket ship.
Wow.
Oh, it puts giant holes in things.
Really?
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Let's say hi to Joe in Florida. Joe?
How do you do, Joe?
What's up, boys?
Hey.
Hey, Kenny, did you ever screen test anybody in the back of your car?
You mean with the divider?
No screen test.
What's a screen test?
I don't know. I've heard.
You've heard, right?
There was a term. It used to be called waffling. You know, the grating that separates the front seat from the back seat.
Well.
If somebody was in the back seat and they got a little lippy.
Oh, God, all these retired murderous cops are all calling in.
Waffling.
Yeah, you speed up and then jam on the brakes, and then they're handcuffed in the back, so they go face first into the divider, and they have the waffle prints on them.
Wow.
Would that stop somebody, you think, from being lippy?
Yeah.
Probably. I wouldn't know.
No, you just heard it.
Yeah.
You just heard this.
Yeah. I've seen it in the movies.
Stephen S. from Bayshore is reminding us of the story you told about your footprint. Do you remember that story?
Yeah, it was probably something I told him personally.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And it was probably about some other officer who was unscrupulous.
Yeah.
Have you heard?
They couldn't fuck with your pension at this point, right? Even if you came in with fucking photos of you stomping on the bed.
Jesus. 7 years is the statute of limitations for official misconduct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are just stories.
Yeah. Yeah, it's movies. I saw it in the movies.
Yeah.
Movies.
Are you still able to park in Manhattan with your police identification?
No.
You can't?
No.
Really?
No. That's one thing they really cracked down on.
That was great when you had that perk, right?
Yeah.
You could park anywhere and just go get dinner and fucking not pay for a lot and shit. That's great.
Not pay for
anything.
No, it was good for
nice
these guys.
perk. It's a nice perk. On their salary, every little bit helps, man. You guys didn't get paid enough.
No, you're right, Otto.
All right, I think we're going to start with the plugs. Now, Otto, you're coming back next week with Valby. Let's do this.
I'm going to get in touch with his people and
get him
see
in
what
here.
happens.
I think it's been a couple of years now.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
He may go to hell, but he's going to go play in the piano.
Do we have a piano here? So it makes it easy for
We
him?
might.
You can get an organ, one of them organs
Yeah,
that
we can
do all
probably
that
figure
shit.
something out. One of the greatest bits ever when he went into that goddamn store.
Yeah, Steinway.
Have we played that in a while? If we haven't, play it
That was
after the
great.
break.
When we first went to XM.
Holy shit. He went in there and showed how great he was on the piano.
To purchase a 3 Dummies and a Puppet, go to laugh.com. That's me and Valby on a DVD we did together.
So you're going to be doing the Starland Ballroom with John Valby next Friday, which is February 19th at 7:30.
Yep.
It's a great show, man. Otto and Valby.
Starland Ballroom.
You can go to starlandballroom.com. That's the easiest way.
Okay.
Levy, what gig?
This week I'll be at the Ramada Inn, Levittown, PA, and then Nick's comedy stop in Boston at the end of the month, the last weekend.
I have one plug. 18, 19, 20. I'll be in San Francisco, Cobb's.
Oh, that's
3 nights
that's
there.
a cool
Next
place.
weekend.
Not this weekend, but next weekend.
Next Thursday, Friday,
I love
and
fucking
Saturday,
San Francisco, man.
All right.
James, I'll plug your date next week when I come in, you greedy fuck.
Yeah, Otto will
Comedy
come
shop
back.
in
Bob will be
Pinehurst.
coming back.
And also we'll be
He's
filling
the
in
guy.
for Pharrell all week with Miserable Men starting Sunday all the way through.
You didn't say Pharrell.
Well, you guys are mad at him? Mad again?
I'm all right with
I'm
him.
getting mad.
No, he's never said. I'm telling you, he likes you guys.
There might be someone in the room that's still holding a grudge.
Really?
He might
go pissy. Him?
Fuck him.
Anthony might be holding a grudge, to be honest with you.
Fuck Pharrell and his asshole.
No, he's never said anything bad. He always said.
Oh, please. The guy did nothing but bash us and fucking other people that didn't like us at the time. He's talking to them like we're fucking assholes. Fuck him, two-faced shithead. I can't fucking stand him. Really can't. Why? What are you saying? Yeah, say it fast and in a wacky voice and people will laugh.
So like I said, we'll be there from 8 till 12 on Monday to Friday.
Zero
little awkward, Bob?
Yeah, a little awkward.
Fucking asshole.
Even Otto left the room.
You're one of those rare guys that are doing like both camps, and this is what you got to deal with. You got to deal with this shit. The weird thing is, there's a lot of the players from both camps that get along with each
Mad
other.
Dog
But there's
Russo.
still some problems.
Mad Dog Russo
There's
is a
still
professional
problems.
when it comes to sports broadcasting. Fucking Pharrell's a hack.
I dig Pharrell
He's a
over
hack.
him. I totally.
Fuck Pharrell. He's a fucking cocksucking hack.
I don't know. I love
Fuck
him.
him.
You don't have to defend him.
No, I love him. I'm telling you. I
He'll still
love
be
his
all right.
style.
Yeah, love him.
He'll still be all right with you.
Literally, do you love him?
He's so mad. He's gonna get the slapper.
Don't make me get my slapper.
It wasn't cool what he did. You know, I mean, there's a lot of guys that feel like to get on in Howard's graces, you got to trash us, and some people they know they don't have to do that. Like I never heard Bob Levy trashing us.
He's one guy.
Florentine never trashed us, and he does
no
both shows.
reason to trash
But there's some
anybody,
people
I
that
think,
really
you know?
feel they have to do that to get in his good graces, and we don't understand that.
Here's my line. Here's like my fucking rationalization of this situation.
Yeah.
I don't care if somebody is a good soldier for a loyal friendship or
Radio
business
show
thing
or whatever.
Radio show, whatever.
Right.
If you're on a certain radio show and you're a good soldier and loyal for them and fuck over us or whatever, I really can't hold a grudge. I'll fucking pound you and say you're an asshole and shit like that, but I won't hold a grudge or anything after the fact. He was a guy, though, that he had, in my opinion, he has no fucking loyalty to anyone but his drunk-ass self. He's a fucking two-faced, backstabbing asshole, and he was just using a situation to try to advance himself at the expense of people that did nothing but help him out, especially at NEW, when they want to throw his fucking drunk, drugged-out ass out of that fucking place, and we actually went to management and stopped that from happening. And then he goes on another show and fucking badmouths us. Take a dick. Take a dick!
He's kind of
I don't want to fucking even deal with him
Sponsored
anymore.
by Teddy Bear.
Oh, Vermont
Teddy Bear.
He's kind of right.
Steven
He's
St.
kinda-
Jules.
I don't get involved with
He's
that
kinda
shit
right with
because I
that.
don't, you know what I mean?
Of course.
Don't worry
you
about Bob.
comics.
You're all right.
You're all
right. Don't worry about it.
Just,
You're fine.
We know where you stand.
You're fine.
And now everyone's saying fuck Bob Levy. So you're all right.
There goes the main Otto tour. Thanks. Thanks.
No, we're cool with Bob Levy. We're
Bob
cool
Levy
with
does
Otto.
not get that tour. To make him a big star.
And
Take away his easy pass.
I'm glad I came in. My old junky head was telling me I got an excuse to not come in because of the snow.
Yeah.
But it's like, my girlfriend Trish was like, she goes, "You're an asshole if you don't go."
You're an asshole.
You
gotta
guys
go.
are
When
like
you
one of the
book
only
somewhere,
legitimate
you know?
things in show business where I'm accepted.
And Otto,
I'm
we
not like a
and
regular
we love
TV
you.
guy.
It's just been weird getting in lately, and I apologize.
No, that's
it's
cool.
It's like everybody is trying to get time on the show, which is flattering. And it's like
totally.
every time you want to come in, it's like we already have a full house. It's not fair to you that you drive all the way up and maybe not get a lot of airtime. So, but you came in today and you fucking just gave us an amazing hour, and hopefully you'll come back with Valby next week. All right?
I
Be
have
happy.
nothing but good memories.
And you're going to be in Tom's River.
Tom's River and Tom's River.
I think it's located in the city of Tom's River.
A great club.
Jimmy C's Tom's River. When's that? The same night as Valby.
Yeah, that's 10 o'clock show. 732-473-1183.
Maybe I could help. You're out, Tom's River. I stepped on this number. I apologize. 732-473-1183. I stepped on that.
You missed the Pharrell rant.
Oh, I had to piss so badly.
You missed the Pharrell rant. That was good.
Nothing new.
Pharrell badmouthed me. I don't know if he has since, but in that one he trashed.
I've never heard anything since the beginning.
Scott Pharrell, but it was a long time ago. I don't know why he did it.
I mentioned that we were filling in for him next week, and
it might have been a bit of a mistake on Bob Levy's part.
Then the show will be fucking much better, I'm sure.
There's you guys, and then there's everyone else. You don't.
Oh shit!
I never even fucking heard of that guy.
Oh, you're not going to be able to do Howard now because you said
Isn't that what we used to wash our hands with after a fucking virus show?
Pharrell.
Yeah.
Antibacterial Pharrell.
Touched our disgusting listeners.
Wasn't that horrible doing the signings and shaking sweaty fucking hands?
Especially after those August shows at the PA.
Oh, they were all just wet and fucking.
Yeah.
Oh,
and half those motherfuckers are wiping their ass just to leave a little something on our heads.
Like they're giving us stink fingers.
Yeah, we're not stupid.
They got a good story to tell
it on purpose.
Dude, watch, I'll shake his fucking hand. Watch him grab my ball sack.
Now rub my teeth for a while.
I love your show. Love the show.
I've been making coleslaw all fucking day. Watch this.
Remember that coleslaw the next time you go to a fucking
I don't eat the coleslaw at the time. They bring over those pickles and the coleslaw and the bread that no one eats. They bring it in the back and you know it fucking comes back out.
Directly on it.
Yeah.
So there's a little sputum on there.
Oh.
Yeah, because it is in a cup and it's away from, it's like they put it on the table and it's like away, and you know if you don't touch it, they're definitely taking that back.
They're not fucking throwing that shit out.
Levy, you're not funny anymore now that we know you're on Scott Farrell's side.
Oh, Jesus.
But I will be at next comedy stop at the end of the month.
That's good. Truthfully, get there.
You got to RevBobLevy.com.
Did you do
Let's get out of
good
here.
or did you do really good?
I'm telling you, the owner was laughing.
All right, I have a little fucked up.
Those are all Levy-isms.
Yeah.
Bob is fucking
Let's
truly
fucking
nuts.
get out of here, Travis. Hit it, man.